for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Minute Today USA Boxing. We are back. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on subscriber mode. I normally have it for 10 minutes. I'm gonna put it on subscriber mode for 20 minutes today. 20 minutes. I'm gonna just try something. Subscriber mode for 20 minutes today. I'm the only people that's gonna be able to leave comments. You got to be a subscriber for 20 minutes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you guys can hear me. Hold on. All right, just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Want to make sure that everybody can hear me. You know what I mean? Yeah, today we're gonna have a good show today, man. I already know who's here. We're gonna have pro Lomachenko fans versus pro Devin Haney fans. I already know what your arguments are going to be. You're going to talk about the French fries belt that Lomachenko got elevated to. You're going to talk about some of the shit that Paulie Malignaggi talked about on his podcast. I didn't see the podcast yet, but what I saw in his stories was some straight bullshit. But just literally the motherfucker just lied and said it was the truth. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. What I was going to do, I was going to snap today, but I'm not going to snap. I'm going to just chill. I'm going to chill, sit back and listen and watch the games begin. I already know what both sides are going to say. I know you guys very well. Trust me, I do. When I say that, you guys, I mean, I'm talking about team Lomachenko and Team Haney. If you're not praising Lomachenko, you're a hater. If you're not worshiping him, you're a hater. If you're not giving Devin his props or praising or worshiping Devin Haney, you're a hater. So I already know what side. I already know where this show is going at today. Phone lines will be open early. Let's get into the show. Now, I'm going to go on record and say this. I do not like Paulie Malignaggi. I've never liked him. When he was a fighter, when he was a boxer, I didn't like him. My dislike for him go back to the HBO days. So I'm just letting you guys know off the ripper. But I'm not going to let my personal dislike for bitch-ass Paulie Malignaggi because I don't like him at all. Never liked him. It's been years now. And I'm going to refrain, and I'm going to just let you guys call in and talk and hear what you got to say. Paulie Malignaggi says Devin Haney will duck Lomachenko, even if he can't make the weight. So, I thought about this long and hard. I said, okay, he said he's going to duck Lomachenko. I know the arguments where, hey, Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney. He dropped this belt. Because, you know, and then the other side going to say, well, Lomachenko was chasing greatness. And, you know, he got elevated to the French fries belt and, you know, yada, 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 yada. And that wasn't I already know the arguments. And I know what you guys are going to say in the chat. No problem, right? I don't have a problem with what you guys say in the chat. I don't give a damn about that. But Paulie Malignaggi, well, he's not a reporter, so he always favors the Eastern European fighters. Whether it was Triple G, whether it's Lomachenko, whether it's Sergey Kovalev. My dislike for him go back to those days. Teddy Atlas, another one. Larry Merchant, another one. I don't like none of those guys. Neither one of them. But I'm going to drop the phone lines and let's open it up. So now, my thing is this here. If any fighter, I don't care who the fighter is, if you are struggling to make weight, and I did see as a matter of fact, I did see the picture of Devin Haney when and the weigh-in for George Kambosos. The dude eyes was sunken in. You can literally see his facial skeleton. Like he was starving. I see the same thing with Terrence Crawford now when he goes to weigh-ins. I see the same things with Errol Spence now when he go to weigh-ins. For me, that's a telltale sign that the fighters need to move up in weight. Some dudes can make weight easy because they're naturally small guys. George Kambosos, he didn't look too good neither. But it is what it is. But I respect Paulie's opinion. Don't agree with the other. It's the other shit he said though. If his opinion is that okay, if Devin Haney moves up, drop the belts and move up to 140, he's ducking Lomachenko. That's his opinion. That's fine. But it's the other shit he said with it though. No context at all. It's coming from a strictly biased standpoint of I don't like Devin Haney. And we know you don't like Devin Haney. But he brings it as though, yeah, man, I'm just being, and why Roy Jones and Antonio Tarver don't check him, I have no idea. But fuck all three of them too, as far as I'm concerned. And you guys, I got Roy Jones on the wall. So I don't discriminate. You know, I like Roy Jones. I like Antonio Tarver. But it could be fuck them too. Black man can get it, white man can get it. Don't make me know, never mind. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know me, I don't give a fuck. Everybody get cussed out and the motherfucker can leave if they want to. I don't give a damn. Don't make me know, never mind. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's the other shit that Paulie said that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I ain't gonna get into that right now. I'm gonna drop these phone lines. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up. I'm gonna do something different today. Let's get the lights up. I'm gonna drop the phone lines now. How many lights we got? We got less than 100 likes. No problem. Let me open up the phone lines now, though. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this. What am I doing? Hold on, guys. Oh, okay. My bad. I got it. Let's do this. I did a poll today. I want to see what the results of the poll is. How many people participated in the poll and what the results were. Let's see. So far, I have 339 votes. The poll was, will Devin Haney be considered a dunk if he moves up to 140 and doesn't fight Lomachenko? I'll show you guys the results of that. Let's drop these phone lines. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to TJ. TJ, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Little Green Eyes P, Anna Lee, GGS, Timothy. Shout out, what's going on, Timothy? Shout out to Lisa Bell's in the building. Charles Stevens, Jamario Dixon. Who else we have over here? Let's see. He said Ruff from Florida. Yeah, Ruff from Florida, but shit, if you know anything about Florida boys, we don't bullshit. Florida boys don't discriminate because you from Florida. In Florida, we have one rule. If a nigga get out of line, he can get it. Don't matter who it is. It could be family, best friend, cousin, Florida boys, Georgia boys, Texas boys, California boys, New York boys. It don't goddamn matter. At least that's how I roll. How I roll, anybody can get it. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be my favorite fighter. Just being honest with you. It could be a fellow Capricorn. Anyways. What was I doing? Okay, I looked at the poll. That's what I was looking at. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Let everybody, what y'all opinions on it? Let the games begin. I already know what y'all gonna say. I don't done shows like this before about Devin Haney and Lomachenko. So I already know what you're going to say. I'm just gonna drop the phone lines early, man. Y'all call in 530-494-9636. Let me make sure. Give me your opinion on it. Okay, phone lines is open. Give me your opinion on it. What you think? Shout out to Bruce Gass in the building. Bruce is in the building. Hello, Davis. What's going on, fam? He says, so what's the problem exactly? There's no problem. There is no problem, as far as I'm concerned. He said, if Haney can't make the weight, it's not a duck. Just move to 140. There's plenty of other fighters that Loma can fight at 135. And there's some killers at 140 as well. There's some killers at 140 as well. I am of the opinion that if he can't make the weight, move up. I remember when Teofimo Lopez lost to George Kambosos, T. Diddy, Teofimo's father, said that, you know, he gave a whole lot of excuses, but one of the main excuses were, you know, man, I never should have had I left my son at 135 too long. He was struggling to make weight. You know, making the weight was killing him. I remember that like it was yesterday. And that's what T. Diddy was saying. And I am of the opinion, I am a fan of the sport of boxing, but at the same time, I understood what T. Diddy was saying. If Teofimo Lopez was killing himself to make weight, and he's weak and stuff like that, and all the other things that went on in that fight, then my thing is this here. The reason why I say for me, that's not an excuse for me, because it's one simple solution to that. If you're a fighter and you're struggling to make weight, guess what? Move up and weight. True. Why do I say move up and weight? Because I don't want to hear that shit when you get in there and get your ass whooped. If you go in there and get your ass whooped, I don't want to hear, man, the only reason I lost, man, because I was struggling to make weight, man, and I was weight drained. But nigga, you should have just moved up. You made the choice to go in the ring while you were weight drained. If that's the choice you made, you got to live with your decision. That's where I'm at with it. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution, said me too, coach. He said they were doing what? Waiting on that Loma fight, and then turned around and lost the belts. Yeah, what else? Phone lines is open. Phone lines is open. Compton's in the house. Compton, California. Let's see what's going on. Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Coach, your boy Jesse from Compton.
Jesse from Compton. Talk to me, fam.
Well, this whole thing with Lomachenko and Devin Haney, I mean, first off, as a fighter, I think you should put your health first, because, I mean, without your health, you're never going to be fighting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I did see the weigh-in, and he definitely did look drained, you know? I mean, what is he, like 5'10", 5'9", around there?
Nah, they were like 5. They were like 5'8.5", something like that.
Oh,
maybe
well,
5, maybe 5'9". Maybe I think he's like 5'8.5", something like that. 5'8.5", maybe 5'9", if that.
Yeah, I mean, and he's already like, well, he's still young, but you know what I mean. His overall like body mass is just increasing. You know, as you don't mature in your body mass until you're like 30 something. So I mean, it's only natural that he would get bigger. And as for him decking Lomachenko, I don't think so. I mean, Lomachenko's already getting older, and I mean, yeah, I would say he has a considerable chance of beating Haney, but I don't think it's likely. You know what I mean? I mean, the only thing I'm really like upset about is maybe we might not be able to get to see Shakur versus Haney. I mean, I don't know if Shakur's like said anything about him going up to 135.
To my Shakur,
pretty comfortable. To my
Shakur and Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Haney were to move up, I don't think it's likely they will see that fight.
Maybe not now, but they're young enough to meet later on down the line. The good news is we can get Shakur. If Devin Haney was to move up, we can get Shakur versus Lomachenko.
Oh yeah, because they're both in the WBO rankings, right?
Yeah. We can get Shakur, and both of them signed to Bob Arum, so we can get Shakur versus Lomachenko. Yeah. We can definitely get that fight.
Yeah, and I never even thought about that. I forgot about the whole WBO thing.
Yeah, whether it's the WBO or not. Remember, they're on the same side of the street. They're like both of them both of them are with Top Rank. So since both of those fighters are with Top Rank, you know, then you know it is what it is. I mean, Lomachenko will be able to fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson wants to fight Lomachenko as well. So we'll just see how that works out. So we'll be able to get that. We'll definitely be able to get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
all right. Yeah. Thanks for the calling, Coach.
Shout out to Jess from Compton. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to. Oh man, I'm tripping. I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. I was trying to find this. I was trying to find something. Hold on, guys. Phone line's open, man. 530-494-9636. See what the people got to say. Hold on, I got a super chat. I have a super chat. Let me see. Let me get to the super chat. Hold on. Shout out to Toon.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Toon say if he can't make the weight, then he shouldn't be mentioning Tank, and his daddy shouldn't be mentioning Loma in interviews. Yeah, I agree with that. If you know you can't make the weight, and you ain't gonna fight these. If you can't make the weight, then you move up. I agree with that. Don't be mentioning. But guess what? It goes the other way as well though. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is O from Cali.
Oh, from Cali. Talk to me.
Yeah, I was thinking you was about to make a good point. It goes both ways. All Devin Haney has to do is make weight. We know he's no longer 135. He looked bad at the last weigh-in. But as long as he make weight, he goes in there with a huge advantage because he's gonna rehydrate and he's gonna blow up twice his size. So he will be the guy in the fight. But it goes both ways as well. You're a weight bully.
Yeah.
So is Devin Haney gonna get his full credit once he do beat Loma?
Yeah. And
he stayed even though he outgrew the division. But I think Devin Haney wants to fight because he needs validation. He still, all the people he beat, he still don't got that validation. They saying he ain't fought nobody, but I think it'll be a big slap in the face to all the haters to end your legacy at 135 by beating Loma, White Jesus. And that's all I say, Coach.
Shout out to O from Cali, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to O from Cali. Yeah, Toon, I got you on that, fam. I agree with that. I agree with what you said on that statement as well. I definitely agree with that. And that go for that, and that go for Tank as well, or Lomachenko. You ain't gonna fight these guys. Keep their name out your mouth. You know what I mean? But you're right about that. If they know they can't make the weight, then at this point, it is what it is. It's on to the next. Maybe we can get Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez at 140. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight neither. Okay, you talking to Harleen. Y'all got something going on in the chat. Schoolo X-Man, what's going on, fam? PBC Central, what the league read? Jonathan Ramirez, he said Haney was 34 point something. So how was he having trouble making weight? I never seen Haney mix weight. I think you're missing the plot. He made the weight, but it was how he looked. You probably don't know this, but when you see fighters' eyeballs sticking out, and their eyeballs look sunken in, not sticking out, but the eyeballs look sunken in, and you see nothing but skin and bone, that is the sign. Jonathan, of a weight training fighter. The shit didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. So, but if he can make the weight, fight him. I ain't with protecting no fighters. Now, the only thing I say is this. I don't want no double standards or excuses either way, on either side. Because, see, O from Cali made a point. I already know what the Lomachenko fans' argument is. I already know that. And I know what the Devin Haney fans' argument is. I already know that. Right? And I know there's a hard line in the sand. My thing is this. If Devin Haney can make the weight, he has a contract with Top Rank. He has one more fight under his Top Rank contract, to my knowledge. He's fighting a 3-fight deal. He fought George Kambosos twice. He has one more fight. I think Bob Arum, if I'm not mistaken, wants to make Devin Haney Lomachenko fight. I want to see that fight. Regardless of what the outcome is going to be, I want to see that fight, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I have a feeling there are going to be excuses on either side. And I'm going to tell you the excuses. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Roach from Houston.
Roach from Houston, talk to me.
Man, what's up, Coach, man? I'm just calling in on this whole Devin Haney to Bill Lomachenko thing, man. First of all, I agree with you 100%. Even in the first fight, the first thing that I noticed about Devin Haney was how he looked after he weighed in. Now, the second time, what really concerns me about the weigh-in is what I noticed during the fight is even around like round 6 or round 7, Devin Haney still looked dry to me.
Yeah, he looked dry.
You know what I'm saying? It's already not good that
he did look dry.
You shouldn't come out to a fight dry. You know what I'm saying? But like round 6, round 7, still dry. Hey man, it's time to move up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did look dry. Like I think I noticed it around the 5th round or something like that. But my thing is, if he can make if he can make that weight, definitely fight Lomachenko, because Lomachenko fans feel that he's the greatest fighter in the history of boxing.
Right.
And Lomachenko fans,
crazy.
Lomachenko fans feel that that he is. So there's nothing more that I would want to see than a Devin Haney fight Lomachenko. Now I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if Devin Haney fights Lomachenko. I'm gonna tell you how I see it. If Devin Haney loses to Lomachenko, Devin Haney fans are going to say, "Man, Devin Haney was weight drained, and that's why he lost the fight."
Yep.
Lomachenko fans are going to say, "See, this proves that Lomachenko is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing." If Devin Haney beats Lomachenko fans are going to say, well, man, Devin Haney was too big. He's a weight bully. He waited till Lomachenko got old, and it was a war in Ukraine. That's what they're going to say. I can damn near guarantee you that. I'm giving you what both sides are going to say.
Yep.
What say you, Roach?
I agree 100%. And I mean, of course, I'm a Devin Haney fan, but you know, I'm not a fanboy. So you know, I'm a very practical fan. First of all, just like you always say, I'm a fan of boxing first.
Right.
So with that being said, I would 100% love to see Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. That's literally the fight to make. And of course, I would like to see Haney versus Shakur as well. However, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, like, the proof is in the pudding. You know, you can tell us so many times about how your nutritionist has you on point, and how easy it is to make the weight. Yeah, that's cool and all, but we see you up there looking like a killer. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not mad at Devin either way. But I think, just to, you know, close my remarks, I think that Paulie Malignaggi is a complete asshat for saying that Devin Haney will be ducking Lomachenko, moving up in weight when you're an experienced fighter and you know the risk and you know the things that these people are going through, and you're really going to use that, you know, to project you at this game for Devin Haney. But appreciate you let me call in, Coach, man. I'm about to get off of here and let you cook, man.
Shout out to Roach. Today it's the people show. We're gonna let the people call in today. Let the people call in today. Gonna let the people call in today, man. Today it's the people show. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's happening, Coach? Your boy Two-Tone the Superstar.
Two-Tone the Superstar. Talk to me, fam.
Man, this is how I see it. Bob Arum has Shakur Stevenson waiting in the wings at 135.
Right.
It's clearly Devin Haney cannot make 135. He looked like a zombie. Bob Arum is thirsting to get Lomachenko undisputed. Like thirsting.
Right. That's been the plan.
Devin Haney fighting Loma.
That's been the plan. That's been the plan all along to get Lomachenko.
All along.
Yeah, that's been the plan. Yeah.
All along. But Bob Arum knows he can get a 2-for-1 special because he knows Lomachenko getting older too. So he wants Loma to beat Devin, then his new superstar is going to be Shakur Stevenson. So Devin is going to be smart. If I was Devin, I'm not fighting Loma at no 135. I'm vacating those belts, going up to 140. I'm getting up out of there. And my last fight is going to be against Teofimo or somebody else up there at 140. The plan is to get Loma, who's more marketable to the masses, to have the undisputed belts than Devin Haney. Then you got the next Floyd Mayweather, which is Shakur Stevenson, to get the belt to undisputed. So Bob Arum will sacrifice Lomachenko too. And as you know, Bob Arum is not going to let Devin Haney leave with them belts. Like he tried to get Floyd Mayweather beat to have him fight Margarito.
Yeah.
He not letting Devin leave with them belts.
No, it's all
True.
Hey, listen. Devin ain't leaving. Talk. He got one more fight under that contract. He not leaving with no belts.
No, you're not going nowhere with these belts.
You ain't leaving with no belts. Yeah. But I'm like, nah. Listen, boy. If Devin Haney fought Lomachenko, he would have to knock him out to win that fight. If he don't get a knockout,
right.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Lomachenko can't beat Devin Haney. And I'm not saying that Devin Haney can't beat Lomachenko. You know, you're going to favor who you're going to favor. But at the end of the day, you know, the only way we're really going to know two-tone is we got to see the fights. That's the only way we're really going to know what the outcome is.
Right.
But anything Bob and knockout is the nail right on the head. Bob like, hey, look here, kid. I like you, kid. I like you a lot. But there's no way in the hell you're leaving Top Rank with those belts. Yeah, it's no way in the hell, like hell or high water. If Lomachenko can crawl back to the locker room, he will have those belts no matter what. Now, so I do see it that way. So yeah, I'm just being honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, Coach. I appreciate you, King.
All right, shout out to my brother, man, the superstar, man. Two-Tone, the superstar. Salute, fam. Y'all please go subscribe.
Thanks.
Follow my brother on TikTok too, man. He funny than a motherfucker, man. With them goddamn shorts. If you make him, shout out to my main man Mark Nash. He said Tio can outbox Loma. I think Devin could too. Okay. Phone lines is open, man. Let me see what's up. Phone lines is open. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Sean. I'm calling from Virginia, but I claim Broward and St. Lucia. I ain't really jacking Virginia right now. It's too cold over there.
All right, so your name is Sean?
Yeah, Sean, yeah.
Okay, Sean.
Yeah, with Loma, with Loma versus Haney, like you said, Haney got to knock him out, and I expected Haney started kicking, but I don't see it. And Loma a dog, man. Loma, like that man's savage in the ring, man. He'll try stuck, he'll do what he got to do, and I don't think Haney wins that fight unless he has more power in his hands, because Loma lost, but Loma's still Loma. So, and with Bob Arum, he's going to try to keep them belts.
What does that mean? Loma lost, but Loma's still Loma. What do you mean by that?
Loma got the boxing skills, and he got fire in his hands too. I feel like too, and he's not like he's not a pushover. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like Devin Haney is a pushover?
I don't think Devin Haney is a pushover, but I feel like you know, like when you're on a blog or something, you feel like there's certain people that just have man strength and certain people don't. I feel like Loma got that over Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that Haney's a punk or soft or anything like that. I just think Loma could just be more of a savage in the ring and do what he got to do to get the win. I think he'll even fight dirty if he needs to, if it comes to that. Not dirty, but you know what I'm talking about.
All right. I mean, that's your opinion. I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it, Sean. Thank you so much, fam.
I don't even know if I agree with myself. I'm a Haney fan. I love Haney more than Loma. To be honest.
Yeah. Salute though, fam. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. I really appreciate and respect your opinion. Thank you for calling in. Today is the people's show, so I want everybody to call in and get their points up.
For sure. Blessings.
Yes, sir. I want to see Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I want to see who's who and what's what. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, what up? This is Q-Dog from Baltimore.
What's your name is, fam? What's your name is?
Loma beat himself.
What's your name is?
From 2 losses. That's him in the ring versus him, shadow boxing. And I guess the shadow beat him twice. But this one talking about people be talking some dumbass stuff, yo. For real.
What is your name?
I can't dig it. Peace.
I don't think this dude can hear me. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? I don't think. Did you guys hear him? Did you guys hear him? I don't think he heard me. I couldn't hear his name. Did you guys get his name? That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm not gonna worry about it. Listen, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. The reason why I want to see Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight, because the hatchet needs to be buried between Loma fans and Haney fans. We need to see what's what and who's who. We need to see what's what and who's who. And the only way we're going to find out, they got to fight each other. But I have a feeling. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Call what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Q-Dog from Baltimore.
Q-Dog from Baltimore. Talk to me.
Oh, yeah, that was me. I thought I was leaving a message, but I guess I got it all messed up.
Okay.
So check this out. What I was saying is that dude, did he actually say that Loma beat himself twice?
I was trying to figure out. You talking about the last call?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I didn't even catch what he. I was trying to, because he wouldn't. I was trying to get his name and where he was from. But if he said Lomachenko beat himself twice, I don't. Like with me, like what does that mean? Did he get in the ring and was he squaring off at the camera? Yeah, yo, pussy, what's going on? Was he punching himself? Like what? I don't know what he mean by that. You know, some guys, some fan bases, if that's what he said, if that's what he said, some fan bases, when it comes to their favorite fighter, they can't accept losses. They can't, they live on an alternate planet. I am of the opinion when a fighter loses, he lost. Unless he just outright got robbed. But if he loses, he loses. Just come on back. Yeah, some of my favorite fighters have lost. Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson, stuff like that. I mean, if you lose, you lose. Roy Jones, if you lose, you lose. But go ahead, fam. What say you?
So, it's a fact, right? It's not like Devin Haney fans ain't making this up. Loma wanted the franchise French fries because he didn't want to smoke Haney. Is that the fact? Is that 100% the fact?
Well, let them tell it.
Because why?
Let them tell it. That's not what happened. What happened was Lomachenko did not want to fight Devin Haney because he was chasing greatness. He was chasing the belts, and that's why he gave his belt up or strip. Whatever happened, right? I did 3 shows on this topic. 3. I'm not going through it again because I already know what's coming down the pipe. But yeah, so whatever happened, I don't know. All I'm saying now is this: would you consider Devin Haney a duck if he was to move up to 140 and don't fight and move up to 140?
I don't want nobody to hurt themselves, draining themselves, you know what I mean, like just to try to make weight. So if it's like a health issue, then yeah, man, have some belts. So I'll go to 140 because you don't hurt yourself. Wear no sauna suit, go out like Martin Lawrence, type of stroke, and all that. We don't want all that. You know what I mean?
But if he can make the weight, you definitely want to see this fight because I know I do.
Oh hell yeah! And just to be honest with you, I'm one of them kind of niggas too. I want to do it for the race, not this Russian Ukrainian motherfucker out, and let's roll.
All right, for sure.
I
respect your opinion, Q dog, man. Salute to you, fan. Shout out to Baltimore. Be more stand up. Be more stand up. Yes, sir. Shout out to Pugilism. You say what's more fair? Loma 10 years older at 33, 33-year-old boxer. One time at 40. Okay. Shout out to Old Daddy Boston. What you say, fam? You say at least he admitted it. Yeah, the brother admitted it. Again, we're respecting everybody's opinion. I want to hear what everyone has to say. And let me show you guys the poll too. We did a poll on this. In the community tab. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Sour Diesel.
What's your name? Diesel?
Sour Diesel.
All right, Sour Diesel. Talk to me. Where you calling from?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay, New Mexico. Talk to me.
Fam, I think Devin, I agree with you, Sam. Like, I think he's in a situation where it's like a lose-lose, But I feel like it's really, man. I think this right here is a legacy fight. You feel me?
Yeah. It is.
And yeah, man. Like, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Cool.
But yeah, man, just jumping right into it, man. I want to see this fight. I think it's necessary, a legacy fight, and I'll just keep it short and sweet.
Man, it is what it is, man. I mean, you know, hopefully we get that. Hopefully we get the fight. We'll see what happens, man, and just see how everything plays out. Sour Diesel, thank you for calling in from New Mexico, man. Salute, fam. Hold on, man. Hold on. We got another call. Phone lines is hot, boy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
And this is Shay calling from East Oakland, California, man.
All right, Shay from East Oakland, California.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Coach?
Yeah, doing good, fam. Doing good, fam. Talk to me, man. Oaktown, the town in the building, man. Talk to me.
So I'm looking at the title, man, and it's saying if that didn't go up, is that considered a duck?
Right.
Well, if I'm to assume that Loma ducked Devin, well then I don't think it's a duck if I don't want to fight you. I mean, you had an opportunity to fight me, you ducked me. Now I got the title, and I'm considered a duck if I don't want to fight you. That's blasphemy to me. Like, you didn't want to fight me. Now I got the belt, and y'all trying to force me to fight this man. If I don't want to fight him, I don't want to fight him. It's not a duck. That's just my opinion, man. I'm tired of people with this duck angle. But at the end of the day, you didn't want to fight me when you had the opportunity. Now I'm the opportunity, and now everybody's calling for you to fight me. So that's all I wanted to say, Coach, man. I appreciate you.
I got you.
Go back to the background.
I got you, Shay. I'm gonna elaborate on that. I got you. So this is the argument, guys. Hey, let's get the lights up, man. Let's get the lights up. This is the argument, guys. This is the argument. I don't know what it's going at. Hey, we got over 400 people in here. We have 450 people in here, less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. I'm gonna have to shut the phone lines down, man, until we get the lights up. This is unacceptable. But my thing is this. Team Lomachenko, and this is what Paulie Malignaggi said that I totally disagreed with. But his angle is he loved Lomachenko. I don't mind you loving your fighter. There's nothing wrong with loving your fighter. But dude, if you just gonna sit out here and just blatantly lie, just make some shit up, then then I have an issue with that. So the spirit in which you brought it is one thing. That's no problem. I'm past all of that. I'm not even gonna get into Paulie. I'm sitting back today. I'm gonna let everybody call in. I'm really not gonna say much or nothing. But Team Loma says Devin Haney might have been the intern or the mandatory or whatever the case may be, but Loma was not mandated to fight Devin Haney, and Loma opted not to fight Devin Haney, so he dropped his belt or he got stripped of it, and he got elevated to the French fries belt because he wanted to chase greatness and fight Teofimo Lopez. Okay, fine. Hold on, got a call calling in. Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Freddie from Vegas.
You said Eddie from Vegas?
No, Freddie.
Oh, Freddie from Vegas. Talk to me.
Like Freddie Cougar. Yeah, my bad. All right, Coach. Hey, so I'm listening to all these guys, and the last caller talking about, he has a point about, Haney has the belt now, and you don't want to fight Lomachenko, then, you know what, since Lomachenko didn't give him a chance to actually, come up and take the fight with Haney when Haney was the underdog. And you know what, I think Haney deserves a chance of, fuck it, I won't give you the fight just because you did that to me, And another thing, to me, I think both fighters is a 50-50 chance. I think freaking Haney has a good outside. He knows how to use the ring pretty good. Good jab and everything.
Yeah, use range and distance very well.
The inside.
The footwork, yeah.
He's actually really good in the inside. He knows how to fight. Real close. So it's gonna have to be like a 50-50 chance right there. They actually do both fighters. But to me, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like hopefully this fight does happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely, me personally, I definitely want this fight to happen because I want to see. There has to be some closure. Because I understand both arguments. I know what both sides are saying. I've done 3 shows on this already, and I've got countless phone calls who came in. So I know this is a very, very high charge topic. You know what I mean? I definitely get it. But hey, thank you for calling in, Freddie. Salute to you, fam. Calling from Vegas. Salute to you. So I say all that to say this. Lomachenko fans say that, yeah, Lomachenko gave his belt up or got stripped of his belt, but he got elevated to a new belt that came out of nowhere. And that belt, the French fries belt, is a special designation belt, which allows you to be able to not fight your mandatories. And Lomachenko was chasing greatness by not fighting his mandatory with that special belt, so that he could fight Teofimo Lopez to become undisputed. But you can't become undisputed with a French fries belt. But that's what they. That's not Lomachenko's fault. That's not Devin Haney's fault. That's WBC and Bob Arum. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Will Lynch from Ohio.
Merrill Lynch from Ohio. Man, you sound kind of muffled, but we can try to work this out.
All right. One second. Let's see. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better.
All right. So my opinion is that if they do end up fighting Devin and Loma, I think that Devin wins pretty comfortably. See, I'm not with the whole Loma was ducking Devin, because if you remember, Devin had shoulder surgery in that time between Teofimo and Loma.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's
even
true.
after, and even after Loma had his shoulder surgery as well, so it's not like they had the opportunity to be in the ring.
Yeah, that's true.
But the reason I think that Devin has a really good chance against Loma is, if you remember, Luke Campbell, the southpaw, the guy who got knocked out by Ryan Garcia, he did really well against Lomachenko on the outside. And though he was a southpaw, which might have confused Loma a little bit, he was still able to get a lot of rounds in to the bank. The difference between now and then is that Loma is older and the wear and tear is more pronounced.
He's what? Loma's what? About 34 years old now, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's about 34. Somewhere up in there. Yeah.
34, 35.
Yeah. Somewhere up in there. Okay.
But remember, he couldn't even put Comey away when Teofimo was able to put him out in 2. But he was able to put away Nakatani rather easily. But I believe that's because Nakatani kept coming forward, trying to press the action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that Devin is a lot better than some people are giving him credit for, and I feel like that he's just going to continue to get better. So if he fights Loma next or not, it's really not that big a deal, because he already proved his point. They called him an email champion for how many years, and then when he finally got the undisputed championship, now it's not enough. Give me a break.
I get exactly what you're saying. Did when Lomachenko got the I call the belt the French fries belt. Did he fight anybody for the belt?
I don't think that he did. I know that he fought Luke Campbell, and Campbell was on the WBC list, but I don't think he fought anybody for it.
So I know. I think when he fought Luke Campbell, that was a vacant belt. The WBC belt was vacant, and he won that belt. Yeah. But when the French fries belt got introduced, that was an elevation. So he didn't have to fight anybody for it. They gave it to him. They just elevated it and gave it to him. Okay.
Yeah, because remember, Canelo got his French fries belt, and they said it was just for him, but then they went ahead and gave it to Loma.
Okay. Yeah. See, I think that I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Bob Arum petitioned for it or something like that. For what it used to be, because the rules changed so much with this belt, and this is why I don't like the belt. It's the author of confusion, because 1 minute it can't be transferred, then another minute it can't be transferred, then another minute you don't have to fight in mandatories, then another minute, it's like they make the rules up as they go along with this belt. And
I agree.
And you have people who are undisputed champions right now that don't have a French fries belt, and they don't need it to become undisputed. So it's just Mauricio Suleiman is the author of all of this, in my opinion. But hey, Marilyn, thank you for calling from Ohio. Salute to you, fam.
Hey, salute to you too, Coach.
Yeah, man. So you get what I'm saying? It's like Mauricio Suleiman is the one that created all of this stuff right here, right? Created all of this. This is what I do know. For whatever the reason, Mauricio Suleiman felt the need to create another belt. Out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. I do not answer no caller IDs. Jason Mones, I know this is you. You're wasting your time, sir. As you guys can see, this is a no caller ID. I don't answer no caller IDs, Jason Mones. You're wasting your time, fam. Go play with yourself, dog. Your phone number don't show, don't call, I will not answer. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Salute to you, sis. Phone lines is hot. Phone lines is hot. Hey, we gotta get them likes up to over 300. Over 300 today. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Chavo calling from Texas.
Chavo calling from Texas. Talk to me.
All right. So first off, this guy Paulie he's a race baiter. He don't like black people. Mm-hmm. This is the same guy that put Gennady Golovkin in the punch and power conversation with Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder. Who knows how he came up with that in his head? But that's what he came up with. And I believe this is the same video he did talking about Devin.
Yeah.
So this nigga smoking something, and he looked like he'd be smoking something. But anyway, Devin said himself plenty of times he'll go ahead and take the fight. Mm. He wants this fight for Loma, and I want the fight for Loma too. I mean, for Devin too. Yeah, so he could take that. That's day one. That's day one. As they say in the barbershop, that's day one. Mm. Loma is day one. So go ahead and wipe out their little white Jesus, and they'll give you the credit. But they probably won't, because they'll come up with some other shit after that. Oh, he was old. Oh, he just got done saving Private Ryan. Oh, this, oh, that. Because he could have came back. If you could watch Devin so easy, you should have came straight out the Warren fought him, like Usyk did. I give all the respect to Usyk. But like, if you that guy, you could take a year off, like Terrence Crawford, and come back and whoop something. Or like Errol Spence, come back and whoop something. He's not that guy. He's just not that guy.
The thing is, Chavo, is this. Like, the reason why I want to see Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight each other, because the only way we're going to settle who will beat who, they got to get in the ring and fight each other. And until they get in the ring, until they get in the ring and fight each other, we're always going to be having this discussion, like we are with Crawford and Spence, like we are with Tank Davis and Lomachenko, or anyone else. You get what I'm saying? So I really want to see this fight.
Who do you think will win?
But hold on, hear me out. I'm gonna tell you that. But if Devin moves up in weight because he can't make the weight, you get what I'm saying? Because Lomachenko and Devin Haney is a 50-50 fight. I won't be mad at him for that neither. Because I don't want to hear any excuses. If he fights Lomachenko and lose, then we get the Teofimo Senior situation where he said, well, I left my son at the weight too long. My son was weight drained and this and that. Then he had something wrong with his lungs. I don't want no excuses. So I want you to fight him at your best. If you can't make weight, and we saw what you look like from a skeleton standpoint at the Kambosos fight, eyes sunken in. I didn't see nothing but skin and bone. So that's obvious that you starving like hell. Because Lomachenko make 135. He doesn't look like that at all. Loma don't look shit. When Loma come in at the weigh-in, he look like his face be full and everything. He don't look like that at all. So, but if that's the case, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So I get both arguments. Trust me, dog, I get it. If Devin Haney don't fight him, Lomachenko fans are gonna say they ducking him. Devin Haney fans feel like, hey man, Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney years ago when he had the opportunity to fight him, when he got elevated, when he petitioned, not elevated, but he petitioned for the French fries belt. So there's arguments on both sides. You see what I'm saying? So I do get it. I get it, Chavo. I got you, fam.
Yeah, but I'm crazy how they pushing the same dude with 2 losses.
But as of late, the Paulie,
they wouldn't have did that shit with nobody else with 2 losses. If Shakur Stevenson came up with 2 losses right now, you think they'll be talking about Devin and Shakur Stevenson fighting?
No, I don't think so.
Exactly. We know what it is.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He get chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And the shit is mad annoying. But I want to see it. I can't wait till he just go ahead and whoop him down. Because I don't think the fight's going to be as close as everybody talking about.
Yeah. I think, listen, me personally, I think Devin will beat him. I think Devin will beat him. I think that Devin Haney's size, His length,
Exactly.
his length is going to be too much for him. But although I do have it a 50-50 fight, but I would lean more towards the younger, stronger fighter. If he can make that weight, I would lean more towards him. And that's just my opinion on it. You know what I mean? And I'm not a fanboy of Devin Haney or Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying? So it just is what it is.
Exactly.
Hey, Bashabo, salute to you, fam.
Yeah.
Shout out to Annalie. Annalie, what's going on, sis? Annalie, what would the link read? Y'all call in. Phone lines open 530-494-9636. Annalie, what's going on? Lady Shan in the building, boy. The phone lines is hot. Y'all call in. Speak your piece, man. Speak your piece. Shit, say what's on your mind. Get it off your chest. I know what you're going to say already. Trust me. I heard it all. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland. Talk to me.
Yeah. Nothing annoys me more than when we get into this whole, black versus white, Mexican versus black.
Yep.
I love boxing when it's just fighter A versus fighter B going at it.
Mm-hmm.
None of this race things, getting dragged into it. Because at the end of the day, it's skill versus skills. One man with a pair of gloves against another man with a pair of gloves. Give a fuck where he come from. Give a fuck what he's been through. Let him do his thing and let the best man win.
Yeah.
I recognize, Loma's accomplishments. I recognize the fact that, Haney, you can't take nothing away from Haney. He was at the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
When he fought for an intern belt and he got elevated to a regular champ, that's not his fault. He just did what he was supposed to do and beat the person in front of him.
Did they petition for that belt? Or do you remember?
The WBC, basically, WBC's dirty as fuck, man. Fuck Mauricio Sulaiman.
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm saying,
motherfucker,
dog.
basically, he's just looking for a cash grab.
Yeah.
He's seen the opportunity. Okay, Loma, you gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna go do that and collect sanction fees from both of y'all.
Mm.
Is basically what he did. Because he figured, okay, no matter what, I got 2 belts out there, and he's known for that. And that scale is really because let's be real. If you're trying to be undisputed, why would you give up the regular championship belt and take the French fry? That makes no sense at all. So I doubt either they didn't explain it right to Loma, or his management fucked up, or fucking Sulaiman just pulled a fast one, figuring, hey, ESPN gonna look the other way and call it undisputed, which they did.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is, and hopefully, they'll get at it. Me personally, I'm rocking with Shakur. I'm waiting for Shakur to knock all these guys down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Haney can do what he do, and Loma can try.
So, hey guys, we need 73 likes. We need 73 more likes. We got to get the likes up. 73 more likes, man. I'm opening up the phone lines early, so at least y'all can give me the likes. We need 73 more likes. So you have the opinion that if Devin Haney and Lomachenko don't fight at 135, Loma's not going to move up to 140 because he can't make that weight. They said that's too big for him. And if Devin Haney was to move up to 140, that means he can't make the 135 weight anymore. That's too small for him. So that's the way I see it. The way I see it is this.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Martin, the way I see it is this. If Lomachenko was too small for 140 and he can't move up, and Devin Haney is too small for 135, he has to move up, then you have 2 fighters who have the same issue. One fighter can't move up to 140 to fight Devin Haney because it doesn't make sense, because the only reason he would want to fight Devin Haney is because Devin Haney has the belts. So I do get that argument.
Exactly.
If Devin Haney can't make the weight anymore because he's draining himself, killing himself to make weight, very similar to what Teofimo Lopez did, and he moves up, then no one can really get mad at him because he can't make the weight.
Hell no. You can't hold it against either one.
It go both ways. I'm not mad at Loma. I'm not mad at Devin Haney. That's all I'm saying. Hey, but salute.
You can only do what you can do, Coach.
Oaktown in the building. Salute,
sure, Coach.
Yes, sir. That's the way I see it. We need 73 more likes. Get them likes up. What you say, fam? You said if Devin can't make the weight, then move up because the way he looked is awful. If he loses the belts on the scale, nobody would give him credit. I didn't even think about that, losing the belts on the scale. If he come in, can't make the damn weight, overweight, then that's going to be something else. So My thing is this, guys. This is my position. I would love nothing more than to see Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight each other. Do you want to know why? Because it would remove all doubt. I could think Lomachenko would destroy Devin Haney. I can think Devin Haney would destroy Lomachenko. Guess what? The only way I'm going to know for sure, they're going to have to fight each other.
True.
I've never seen a fighter win a fight based on what their fans say that they would do. One of my greatest favorite fighters, Sugar Ray Robinson is my favorite fighter of all time. But Marvelous Marvin Hagler, he got some losses on his resume. But he kicked more ass and he lost. Marvin Hagler had like 62, 63 wins, something like that. 3 losses. And a draw, something like that. Yada. But anyways, maybe a draw too, something like that. And the only way that you know that Marvin the Marvelous Hagler is who he is, he fought everybody. When they said that, hey, man, you know, John the Beast Mugabe, he's young, he's stronger. There's no way you can beat him. He's too young and strong for you, and he's a knockout artist. He got 25 knockouts. Marvin Hagler said, you know what? Ain't but one way we're going to find out. Now, I'll get in the ring with him. So I definitely want to see Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight. Because I want to see the look on both fan bases' face when they don't get the outcome they get. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If Devin Haney was to fight Lomachenko and he loses, Devin Haney fan base is going to say, not all of them, but some of them are going to say, Dev stayed at the weight division too long. He was weight drained. That's what they're going to say. And they're going to say, well, he was a hype job. They're going to say Lomachenko exposed him. Loma exposed him for the hype job that he is. That's what they're going to say. And Lomachenko is a superior fighter, and he's one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. This is what Lomachenko fans are going to say.
True.
Now, Devin Haney, no, this is what Devin Haney fans are going to say, right? Devin Haney fans, they're going to say he stayed at the weight division too long, he's weight drained. They're going to say that Devin Haney was a hype job and Lomachenko exposed him. So this is what Lomachenko fans are going to say, right? I'm saying about the hype job and Lomachenko exposed him part. That's what they're going to say. If Lomachenko was to lose to Devin Haney, we're going to hear that Lomachenko was too old. We're going to hear that Lomachenko had the war on his mind. We're going to hear that Devin Haney was a weight bully. And we're going to hear that Lomachenko got robbed. He really won. That's what we're going to hear. So both fan bases are going to come with something. Both sides of the coin. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Mo City, baby.
Mo City, talk to me, fam.
Hey, I just want to say, I want to bring Loma to Houston. You know, tell him I want to unify.
I want to unify?
I want to unify if I can get him to Houston. Nah, man, I got a whole different spin on it all. Devin ain't going to fight Lomachenko, bro. I don't think he is. I think Bob Arum is more crafty than that. If it's true that he got one more fight, it don't even make sense that it'll be Loma. Mm-hmm. You know, I just think, you know, that Devin is at top rank for a good time, not a long time. Mm-hmm. And people like Shakur Stevenson are mainstays over there. So I would assume that he would give Shakur he would feed Loma to Shakur, just as far as, you know, just to build a profile for him. Because I think the biggest name Shakur got is Valdez, you know.
Oscar
so
Valdez.
maybe he'll feed Loma to Shakur to build his profile a little bit more. But I don't see him I honestly think Devin gonna beat Loma if they fought. Mm-hmm. And Bob Arum, I heard him say out of his mouth, you know what I'm saying? If he not 80% sure he ain't gonna make a fight. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just don't see him making that fight. You know, that's a walk-off home run for Devin if that's the case. If he get Loma and then he does, to me that just seemed too much like right. So, you know, I know Bob Arum be up to slick stuff.
Hey, Mo. There's something the caller said that I didn't even think about. He said that let's say this is Devin Haney's last fight on this contract. He said that if Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight each other, do you really think that Bob Arum will allow Devin Haney to walk away with all of those belts? Like
I've heard.
You get what I'm saying?
I've heard interviews from Bob where he say he got 5 fights.
He got 5 fights with Devin Haney?
Man, I've heard Bob say a lot of strange things about Devin's contract. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we gonna know until we know. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, because we all can speculate. Honestly, I feel like even Devin can speculate.
Yeah.
Because Mikey Garcia got put on the shelf for years because he was beefing with Bob.
Yeah.
So, we all learned that if you have an issue with Bob, he's an attorney by trade, right? He's an attorney. So, he ain't playing no games with these contracts. So we really ain't gonna know until it all come out in the wash and we see Devin Haney on another platform. And until then, he gonna just be there,
Yeah. Hey, Mo City,
but anyway, man.
Thank you, man, for
calling. Yeah, man, hold the line, baby. Hold it.
Yes, sir. Do y'all get my point? Do you guys get my point? What both sides are going to say about each other? Do you get my point? And anybody in this chat know I'm right. Anybody in the chat know exactly. I know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm going to hear. Shout out to Jose Rendon. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dubbing your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You said, Coach, if Devin doesn't fight Loma at 135 and demands 140 fight, I don't know if Loma takes the fight at 140. He's only chasing belts. It's all in-house BS. Yes, listen. It wouldn't make sense for Lomachenko to go to 140 and fight Devin Haney. Unless he really wants to fight Devin Haney. The plan has always been for Lomachenko to become the undisputed lightweight champion. That's been the plan with Bob Arum from day one, right? Just so happened that Devin Haney, the guy who, when Bob Arum said, "You signed to the wrong promoter, kid." I remember this like it was yesterday when Devin Haney was trying to fight somebody on the top ranked roster. And I forgot who the fighter was he was trying to fight. It could have been Loma. I'm not sure. It could have been one. I forgot which fight it was. But I remember Bob saying, you signed to the wrong promoter. And that's him saying that, hey, you're not going to get any fights over here. Because you with Eddie Hearn and stuff like that, right? And then next thing you know, Devin Haney is with Top Rank now. Now we don't hear Bob Arum saying, you signed to the wrong promoter, kid. Now everything is good and Gucci. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know what the contract situation like myself. I don't know. I don't know, fam. Hey, but Jose, man, salute to you. Hey, salute to you, bro, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to these super chats, man. There's another super chat I missed. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get to it now. Damn, the chat is flying today, bro. Boy, y'all typing up something today, boy. God, now okay, there go Tune. Shout out to Tune. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Tune, what to say? You say Loma ain't going to 140. He already tried to make a pack fight versus Loma at a catchweight, 138, according to Arum. Okay.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
What you say, Mike Jones? Mike Jones said, Dev said it himself. He don't gotta, okay. He don't gotta fight Loma contractual wise. It's on him. Yeah, if that's what Devin Haney said, I didn't hear him say it, Mike Jones, but if that's what he said, then so be it. My thing is this here. Steven, what you say? You say, Coach, do you have any info on Wilder's pay-per-views? Not yet. Fox is not going to release those numbers. I heard they did terrible. I heard they did less than 100,000. But I'll get somebody on here to get somebody on here. Hey, what you said, Canel? You said Dev need Loma more than Loma need Dev. Lomachenko going to be all right at lightweight regardless. Bob will still set him up to collect the belts. Devin going to go to 140 with his best wins against Linares. Okay, Kane, I already know your position. Well, you're not Kane, your name Keena. Keena, I already know your position about Dev, so I take what you say with a grain of salt as related to Devin Haney. You said, I think both men are going to be all right. It's not like Devin Haney is going to be hurting. I mean, financially, he's straight. You get what I'm saying? You say Dev's going to be all right. He don't need Loma don't need Devin Haney. Okay, fine. He don't need him. If that's your position, he don't need him then. If that's your position, if Lomachenko don't need Devin Haney, then that's fine. Then we shouldn't even be having this discussion about them fighting. He don't need him. Lomachenko's going to have to deal with Shakur Stevenson though. He's going to have to deal with Shakur Stevenson. So if you're of the opinion that Lomachenko don't need Devin Haney, and you're of the opinion that Devin Haney don't need Lomachenko, regardless of what side of the fence you're on. Loma fans, we don't need Dev. Okay, fine. Dev fans, we don't need Loma. Okay, fine. So what's next for the fighters? Devin Haney goes up to 140. Who does Lomachenko fight next? After he fights, because the boy Shakur Stevenson want that smoke. How do you see Shakur Stevenson fighting Lomachenko? Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, coach, what's going on?
Hold on, fam. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Rob from New York.
You calling from New York? What's your name?
Rob.
Okay, Rob from New York. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. So I called in the past. I told you that I'm a big Lomachenko fan. But given that, I do understand the nature of the business. I understand how things, normally work. And I actually called previously before stating how, some boxers' careers, if they're managed by the right people the right way, then business is business. So I don't disagree with Paulie. I don't disagree probably Devin Haney moving up to 140, and because realistically that is the right business move. There, if you leave your egos outside, Devin Haney hasn't really. There's no point of Devin Haney sticking around at 135 if he's sacrificing and weight draining himself just to prove a point. Doubters, and he's not doing anything. No one is pretty much putting money in his pocket but himself and his dad. So at the end of the day, it is the right business move. Even though I would love to see a 35 fight with Lomachenko because I'm a big fan of his. I don't really have any sort of feelings because that fight is not happening. So I do understand that is the right business move, and it is what it is, man. We would have probably had a different conversation if Russia would have invaded Ukraine, and we would have had a Kambosos versus Lomachenko. But that coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's the end of it as we speak.
All right, I got you, man. Hey, Rob, shout out to Rob from New York, man. Salute, family. The phone lines is hot today. Thank you for calling in. If it's a foregone conclusion, let's say my brother Keno's right. Lomachenko don't need Devin Haney. Devin Haney don't need Lomachenko. Okay, so we can get past Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Who does Lomachenko fight next? Well, we know he has a fight coming up with his sparring partner. But after he fights his I think the young kid, he's from the DR. He's from the DR. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. And I want to see Shakur Stevenson and I want to see Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. If he don't fight, him and Devin Haney don't fight for whatever reason, that's the fight I want to see next. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? It's Ivo Dave calling from California. How you doing, Coach?
Ivo Dave, talk to me.
Hey, honestly, I heard a couple of calls ago say that I guess they don't need each other. I would beg to differ. I would say they need each other, and the reason I believe this is Loma wants the belt. He wants to go undisputed. Haney needs a name on his resume that's pretty big. Honestly, I don't see why the fight, I know why it can't, not can't. It might not happen, but I can also see why it should happen because they need each other too. Because honestly, the contemporaries don't give a shit. I have more hopes in seeing Haney versus Loma than I do seeing Haney versus Ryan or Tank or anyone else. So in the context of those two fighting, I would love to see it, but I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, well, he's old, he's weight drained, or this, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's a bullshit argument.
Yeah.
To have.
Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying, Ivo Dave? Like
100%.
I mean, we got to be honest. We can't be bullshitting here. Fact of the matter is, there's a war going on with Lomachenko fans and Devin Haney fans. They don't like each other.
Exactly.
You got pro Loma feel some type of way about Devin Haney. You got pro Devin Haney fans feel some type of way about Loma. Nothing wrong with that. That to me, that makes it all the better. That makes it all the better for me. My thing is, if these guys don't fight each other, then there's always going to be this argument, right? And it's never going to stop. And that's fine. If that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. But let's just be honest. Let's just be honest about it. Because regardless of what the outcome is going to be, both sides are going to say what they're going to say regardless. But go ahead.
You know what I think this reminds me of, Coach? This reminds me of the same discussion a couple of years ago with Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. It's like, this could have happened. Oh, this is why it won't happen. This, like the fans just bickering back and forth with the dumbest of like nitpicks. Like, this is what this like reminds me of. And it's like, I'm old and I got enough problems on my own that I'm not going to argue with someone over the internet over a boxer and what they should or should not do or how they should or should not get paid. I think it's idiotic and childish, personally.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Ivo Day. Salute, man. I've called him from Cali, man. We've got to open up the phone line. Salute.
Much love, Coach.
So that's where I'm at with it. Okay, Keena said that the Loma don't need Devin Haney. Okay, if he don't need Devin Haney, then Lomachenko, after he gets by Jermaine Ortiz, guess what? He need to be fighting that young bull on Shakur Stevenson. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko. Keno, you're right. Loma don't need him. So since he don't need Devin Haney, guess what? Maybe he can fight doggone Shakur Stevenson. According to Keno. Maybe he can fight Shakur. Let's see what he look like. Let's see what he look like with Shakur. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? This is Louis from the DMV.
Louis from the DMV. Talk to me.
Hey, so I did watch that Paulie video. For the most part, I pretty much agree with everything he said, except for the way he tried to categorize Haney, Duck, and Loma. I don't think that's what it is. Honestly, I really do think that if Haney can make the weight, he'll probably fight Lomachenko. But if he can't make the weight, he's going to end up fighting either like Teofimo Lopez or isn't Josh Taylor at that weight as well, 140?
Josh Taylor dropped 3 of his belts.
Oh, he dropped them. Okay.
Yeah, he dropped 3 of his belts.
Yeah, I don't know about Josh Taylor then, but yeah, more than likely Teo. But the things that I do agree with what Paulie was saying is, and again, I don't know the contract situation or whatnot, but if it is his last fight with Top Rank, obviously he's gonna try to knock off Haney and give him a hard fight. Either give him Lomachenko or give him Teofimo, and hopefully try to get his first L and try to hype up one of his fighters. But yeah, I don't think he's ducking. I just think that I don't think Haney's long to the division anyways. I feel like he's a young kid. He's growing. And he can only make that weight but for so long, kind of like what we saw with Shakur. But what I do agree with was what Paulie was saying was they're probably going to set up Loma for Shakur. And what I think is going to happen, I think is pretty much what Paulie said, is probably what you're going to end up seeing is Haney dropping the belt, probably having Loma pick up 1 or 2 of the belts, having Shakur pick up 1 or 2 of the belts, and then setting up an in-house big top-ranked fight and having Shakur versus Loma, which is a great fight. But I do think that Paulie is spot on. Basically, it's a big fight for Shakur to win that fight. Because honestly,
I agree with all of that, what Paulie said, but it was the manner in which he brought it. The manner in which he brought it as it relates to Haney. It was like, I mean, it was obvious it was obvious what he was saying.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Low key, yeah,
you
low
know,
key disrespectful. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
he ain't ducking nobody. It's just can I make the weight or not? That's all it is. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying right there. And I know his angle. And if you know anything about Paulie, you know he can't stand Devin Haney. And I get that. If he has a right to feel that way. And if you know anything about Paulie, he's very high on Eastern European fighters. That's why I'm that. I mean that just those are the facts. Those are the facts. He's high.
I don't even get.
So that was
I don't even get. But
that was his angle, and that's what I didn't like. The angle he came with it. But you know, I'm not even saying nothing about it. I want to focus on the fighters. So if Devin Haney and Loma don't fight, what say you? Who does Lomachenko fight next? After if he can get by Jermaine Ortiz, who does he fight next?
Oh, again, I think they're gonna put him up with some bomb just so he can pick up some of the lightweight titles, and again probably do the same with Shakur, but ultimately try to do like an ultimate showdown between Shakur and Loma. And I think that's probably going to end up being the fight, because I mean, to be honest with you, I would just be surprised if Haney did end up fighting Lomachenko, just because I just don't think he can make the weight. I think if it was a few years ago, like this wouldn't be a discussion, but because again Haney is starting to get older, he's starting to fill up in terms of gaining weight. And I mean, it's just what happens when you get older. I just feel like his time in that division is not long. So I just feel like he's going to end up, regardless, he's going to end up dropping those belts. And then they're going to turn to trying to make Shakur versus Loma. Because like ultimately, again, my understanding is, I'm pretty sure this is what they tried to do. They try to do the same thing with Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford, where you got an aging star. He's getting long in the tooth, so try to feed him to a new up and comer. But I just feel that like Pacquiao wasn't going for that, and that's why that fight never happened, which it should have. But I do think that's what they're gonna try and do with Lomachenko. Ultimately, he's still a big name. Getting up there in age, but you got a rising star in Shakur, and hopefully they make that fight, because it's gonna be a great fight. But I just don't see the Haney versus Lomachenko. I think you got a better chance of seeing Haney versus Teofimo, but that's still a great fight anyway.
Okay. Hey man, salute to Louis from the DMV. Salute, fam. Shout out to Quentin. Quentin, call into the show, fam. Call into the show, Quentin. Call into the show, fam. Call into the show. What did you say, JT? You say Devin scattering the belts could be a good thing. We could see some good matchups come of it. See, this is the thing, right? Quentin, the reason why JT, the reason why I want to see Devin Haney and Lomachenko, I want to see that fight bad, because for me, that's the fight to make, because Devin Haney has all of the belts. Since Devin Haney has all of the belts, then if he can, then somebody keep calling and hanging up. Since Devin Haney has all of the belts, it's more on the line when him and Lomachenko fight each other. And I want to see if Lomachenko is who his fans say he is. And I want to see if Devin Haney is who his fans say he is. So that's why we need to get that fight. That's why we need to get that fight. Call what's the name where you're calling from?
Coach, what up? Q-Dog from Baltimore again.
What's the name is again? Oh, Q-Dog. Talk to me. Q-Dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of these people in the chat, man. Some of them uninformed. Some of them short-ass, dementia-ass memories. And I'm telling you right now, they act like there ain't no bias in boxing. Coach, I ain't coming for you. You know what I mean? No. It
is bias in boxing. I mean, those are the facts. Like, I'm not gonna say it live. Listen, there's bias in boxing. There's racial politics in boxing. There's racism in boxing. There's all of that in boxing. These are the facts. So it is what it is. But as it relates to this particular subject matter, if Devin Haney was to move up to 140, will he be considered a duck or not? And depending on who you talk to, that answer is going to be yes or no. As a matter of fact, I have a poll, but go ahead. Let me go ahead and let you speak before I show the poll.
Yeah, but see, that all goes back to the double standard. It's health involved. Yeah. You got to think about the man's health. You can't keep draining yourself. I don't think people really know what these boxers be going through. I don't know if they ever saw a 24/7 or whatever it's called, or like
like, you know, the weeks coming up to the fight, or whatever, to see what these boxers actually go through. You know what I mean? Like, they be putting hell on their bodies for something they love. So if he don't want to keep going through that, and he just want to be a natural, you know, 140, because he's getting, you know, he ain't 20, 18, 19, 20 years old no more, then that's just the natural progression of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody talking shit about Usyk for fighting heavyweights now. So now, if the man want to, you know what I mean? If the man want to, you know, go up, you know, have it a little easier for his body, not just for his opponent wise, you know, easier for his body, to let that man, like, actually live. You can really hurt yourself, you know. I don't know, you know, what directs, legal, whatever, but you can hurt yourself doing all of that, you know, sweating, boxes, shoulders, you know, just, you know, like, it's real. It ain't just, oh, niggas, you know, don't eat a hot dog, don't eat a hamburger, you be all right, you know. Nah, it be going through some stressful stuff, you know what I'm saying, to try to make your body go through all of that. You know, and to the fool that said that Lomachenko's name is bigger than those belts, don't know if he will get into this sport for. If you get into the fight just to make fights and make money, then that's not greatness, man. And you were casual. I think it was P.U. Gillies or whatever the fool's name is. No one's name is bigger than I mean, it is. You shouldn't have that mindset like, oh, I don't need to fight you because my name is bigger than that.
Yeah, I don't get that Lomachenko name is so huge. Like, okay, if that's the case, Lomachenko or Devin Haney, but to address that, how many pay-per-views has he sold? How many venues?
Devin?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. See, when someone tells me that a fighter name is bigger than life or whatever the case may be, there's a criteria that we can go by. There's several criteria that we can go by. We can go by the Canelo Alvarez criteria. Well, if this fighter is as big as you say is he on that level? Well, okay, he's not on that level. Okay, well, is he on? Is he selling out arenas? How many pay-per-views has he sold? We just saw this weekend, we saw Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, and we saw Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Meyer. They had 2 million people view their fight. It broke the UK record. It broke the UK record in the UK, the women's boxing. And they sold out the arena. So when you're telling me that a fighter, regardless of who it is, and I tell you guys, whether it's Lomachenko, Devin Haney, whoever it is, right? Tank Davis or whatever. If you're telling me this guy is all that in the bag of chips, I want to see, I want to see how many top 10 guys he fight. That's why I want to see this Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight. That's one. And then two, if this guy is bigger, his name is bigger than life. Okay, well, do you have any receipts from pay-per-view standpoint? Any pay-per-view numbers? No, you don't. Do you have any arenas that's been sold out? No, you don't. So what are you talking about? Are you talking about from a popularity standpoint?
Yeah,
you got to be talking about from a popularity standpoint, because from a tangible standpoint, there's nothing there. I can't gauge pay-per-views. He don't sell pay-per-views. I can't gauge arenas sold out. There has none been sold out. So when you tell me this, I need to know where is it coming from.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
And Coach, I know you hate it when old Zamunda niggas like me say this. It's because of race. And Coach, real quick, I got one for you. I got an old school one for you.
What's that?
I want to test your logic real quick. Not your knowledge, your logic.
Go ahead.
So now you say root for the sport of boxing and not the fans. All right. So back in the day when Tyson fought Buster Douglas, you wasn't a little disappointed that he lost to Buster Douglas?
No. I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. I was crying.
Oh, okay.
I was crying when Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. As a matter of fact, it was me and like 10 other. Well, I was 16 when that happened. We was looking for Buster Douglas to jump Buster Douglas because he beat Mike Tyson. I'm dead serious. And we was mad at Richard Steele. We called him an Uncle Tom, a coon, a sellout. He set Mike Tyson up. He had the long count. We said all of that. We said all of that. You know, this one, but I was 16 years old. I was young and ignorant. But the reason why I have a boxing criteria now, the reason why it's important to have a boxing criteria, because a boxing criteria allows you to be as objective as possible, right? When the problem is when you become more of a fanboy of a particular fighter, you see things through the eyes of your love of that fighter, and you ignore any other evidence or facts that you ignore anything that's dealing with a boxing criteria. You go to saying that, I'm a perfect example. If you love a fighter, You love a fighter. Lomachenko, let's say you love Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Lomachenko can fight this cup of water. You can say, oh man, goddamn boy, well, you see what Lomachenko did to that cup of water? And they're like, dude, you do know this is a cup of water, right? And then Devin Haney can fight this same cup of water. Oh man, he ain't fighting up but a cup of water. Wait a minute, Lomachenko fought the same cup of water. Yeah, but when he fought that cup of water, it was a little bit more fuller, and the cup was harder than that when Devin fought him. And then vice versa. If Devin Haney fights this chapstick, boy, goddamn, boy, Devin Haney fucked that chapstick up. He should have did the chapstick. But then if Lomachenko fight the chapstick, oh man, you know that Lomachenko ain't fighting no but a chapstick. But goddamn, he fought the same one that Devin Haney fought him. Yeah, but when Devin Haney fought the chapstick, boy, it was real hard and tough. So it was different. So this is what fanboys do. So I try to come with a boxing criteria to separate myself from the fanboys so that we can look at it as objectively as possible. And that's why I had that criteria at 48 years old.
True.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect, coach.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, shout out to Louis from DMV. Salute to you, fam. You get what I'm saying? See, this is why I have a criteria. What happens is, what I notice on boxing, none of these good dudes have a criteria. I get it. I really do get it. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution. It is what it is. They don't have a criteria. They don't. You know what I mean? So it's for the love of their fighter, and they see things through that love. And if it doesn't line up with the love, then guess what? That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Let's look at this poll, guys. Let's look at the poll. Here go the poll right here, man. I got you. Let me refresh it. Let me show you guys the poll. We are an hour and 26 minutes into the show. Let me show you guys the poll. This is the poll, guys. This is the poll. Could I do this for the people, by the people, other people? You know, because we represent the people, because we come from the people, right? As you can see right here, here goes the poll. Will Devin Haney be considered a duck if he moves up to 154 and doesn't fight Lomachenko? As of right now, 385 people participated in this poll. Out of the 385 people, 43% said yes, he'll be considered a duck. Out of the 385 people who voted, I'll drop another one in the chat right now as well. 57% says no, he's struggling to make weight at 135. So that's what the people say. I would drop another poll on the show right now. If you guys want me to drop a poll on the show, I'll do it right now for you. Let me know. Give me a yes if you want me to do a poll on the show right now. Just give me a yes if you want me to do a poll on the show. All right, everybody saying yes. A whole bunch of yeses. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and do it then. Let me go ahead and do it. Let me drop the poll right now. See what the people say. All right, here go the poll. Hold on, let me set the poll up, guys. Let me set the poll up right now on the show. So we did it in the community, right? But let's do it on the show. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay. Copy. What I'm doing, I'm copying and pasting the questions. Bear with me. Copying and pasting the question. And okay. Copying and pasting the questions, guys. Hold on, bear with me one moment. Copy, paste. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. We got another call in. All right, the poll is up, guys. Poll is up, guys. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Slim, what's good with you?
Hey, Round Boy Fresh, what the link read? What the link read, baby boy? Talk to me, fam.
Man, well, we got two situations. Well, you need to drop a poll to say that Loma duck Haney first.
Oh, hey, Ron, listen. You know, I did what 3 shows on this topic already.
Yeah.
This how I
So,
know. This
I mean,
how I know
if
what
you gonna
everybody.
go that way,
You know, this how I know what everybody's going to say. I know. We don't did a poll. I don't pull it up when the French. I don't pull it up when the French fries belt was created for Canelo back in 2018. I did that.
Yeah.
I pulled it up with, you know, I have all the receipts. I have them all. I don't did this 3 times. I don't did it 3 times. Dog.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna let the people call in and tell me what they think. That's all.
Yeah, and that's fine. And if people call it a duck, then it's a duck. Then make sure we acknowledge that Loma ducked them first. So we cool with that. I just think I have a different take than everybody. How are we sure that Loma isn't the one that's getting cashed the fuck out?
Talking about Lomachenko? I don't know. I don't.
Loma the one that's getting cashed out, whether people want to believe it or not. Loma is done. And, you know, I'm not anti-Loma. I'm not, you know, I'm real. And at the end of the day, Loma is on his back now. And Top Rank has already reloaded the fucking division.
Yeah.
They didn't reload the division to keep fucking Loma around.
Yeah.
Once Loma gets one more L on his record, his mystique is gone.
Yeah.
The mystique is gone. Like, you did what I'm telling you? So they already knew. And what did I tell you a while back? It was already set in the plans
for Shakur
to retire.
You told me that. You told me that before Shakur moved up.
Yeah, it was already in the plan. Yeah. So whether Haney do it, whether Shakur do it, Loma is on his last legs, and it's just the way the game is gone. It has nothing to do with him being white or that. It's just how the game goes. It's just how the game goes. And Loma is not bigger than the game. You dig what I'm telling you? And Top Rank been doing this shit for decades.
For decades, yeah.
They know how to cash a motherfucker out.
Yeah.
who they ain't cash out? You think Loma is bigger than some fucking Manny Pacquiao now? Come on, man. We can go down the list. Who they ain't cash out?
Yeah.
And so Loma is in a worse position than anybody because there's too many young shots. Shit, we can go down. Even if Loma get past Haney, Shakur, you still got Keyshawn, you still got Raymond Mutula, you still got a whole slew of youngins.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up Top Rank right now. Now that you said so.
Yeah, it's a whole slew, and they just signed the Vargas youngin. So it's just Haney. I mean, Loma is just on his last leg. I think, but what people not acknowledging is that I don't think Haney and Loma's fight. And before that happens is Haney isn't going anywhere. Haney's going to turn around, sign an extension with Top Rank. And remember, this is like a 3-way deal, a 3-way partnership with DeBella. DeBella have Comey. Comey don't have a fight because Pedraza went to go fight Teofimo. So when Haney moves up to the next logical fight for him is Comey. And then when they do Comey, they're going to turn around and make either a Taylor fight, a Teofimo Lopez fight at 140 or pay-per-view for some straps. That's the game.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at Top Rank right now, man. Yeah, they got Lomachenko. He the old dog on this list, man.
And they pay him too much money. They pay Loma too much money for somebody to be in a small room. You dig what I'm telling you?
Man, shit. And you're right about that, man. Top rank, they'll phase your ass out quick. Look at, man. We got some young blood coming up.
Yeah. And they paying Lomachenko all this motherfucking money. You goddamn right. They're about to cash his ass out. They've been wanting to cash his ass out. But at the end of the day, so my whole thing is, I mean, you know, whether you call it a duck or not a duck, I don't, man. At the end of the day, I think that Haney's going to 140 to fight Comey and then turn around and fight on having a huge fight for a strapping fortune. Okay. And then Loma is going to end up fighting. They're going to order Cruz versus Loma. Cruz is going to bail out. Loma's going to end up fighting for a vacant. And Shakur going to end up fighting for a vacant. And they're going for a unification at 135 summer next year.
All right, yeah, they don't have Shakur up here yet, but on this list.
But, no. Shakur don't need all that. Shakur will be fighting Loma in his 2 fights. Believe that.
Yeah. And okay, yeah. Who you got on that? Shakur.
Come on, stop. Stop.
I know that was a dumb question. I know who you got.
There ain't nobody better than Shakur from 140 down. Like, you know better than that.
You think Loma take that fight with Shakur?
Absolutely. Loma has no choice. Loma fight anybody. I'm not a Loma hater. Loma fight anybody. But at the end of the day, I know the game. I've been looking at this game for decades. He's getting cashed out. Loma's getting cashed out, and Top Rank already got the shit locked, stock, and loaded on who can cash him out. Too much money. They spending too much money on Loma. You dig? But I'm out, Mo.
All right, shout out to Ron Boy Fresh.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it. I didn't even look at it that way. I didn't even look at it that way. Let's see. Let me see what the hell they got. You got Teofimo Lopez at 140. Kelvin Davis. You know what, man? I just thought about something, man. Damn, Top Rank is loaded at lightweight, bro. Bro, like Top Rank is loaded. They got Lomachenko right here. They have Devin, Shakur Stevenson here now. They have Raymond right here. Miguel Burchell, you know he kind of old and he kind of long in the tooth though, but you get what I'm saying? Keyshawn Davis, he coming up. You know, Bob Aaron gonna have a lot of stock in this young man right here. Devin Haney is over there now. Bob is gonna have a lot of stock in him, but he's probably moving up maybe. Who knows? Abdullah Mason and then Shakur. Yeah, you know, like bro, like, but I don't know, boy. That that look like that's gonna be Murderous Row over there. That look like that's gonna be Murderous Row over there. That's what it looks like. Let's see what we're looking like on the polls. See what we're looking like on the polls right now. Hey, old Dirty Boss, what you say? My Ellaby voice. Woo, yeah, boy. God damn, boy. Hey, the crazy part about it is this. The crazy part, he said them dudes is food for Loma. Oh, yeah? Okay. 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 Shout out to Will. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey, Will say Bob put the hit out on Loma. Shout out to Ron Boy for spitting facts.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Pugilism, what you say, fam? You say Loma's getting done dirty by Bob if he doesn't give Loma a prize fight with a Haney level name before closing out his career. You know what though, Pugilism? No, I think Bob, see, I ain't gonna lie, Bob doing Loma, I'm not saying he doing Loma wrong. He always wanted Loma to become undisputed. I don't think no one will argue that. I think Bob gonna do him right. He gonna give him a marquee name. He gonna give him a marquee name. What you say? Dundada say Haney finally has Loma, but now we can't make weight. Duck. Okay. All right. Dundada say there's no money for Haney at 140. How do you know that, sir? How do you know there's no money for him? I mean, you know something that Bob Arum don't know or Devin Haney don't know? What you say? You say Marcus Brown lasted 8 rounds. What are you talking about Marcus Brown against Baturbiel? Oh, headbutting Marcus Brown. Headbutting Marcus. Hey, but Halim, he said, what? No money at 140? Yeah, hey, Halim, that is laughable. That is laughable. All them killers at 140. That is laughable. Shout out to WCS, World Combat Sports. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Brady 12, he says Haney was so desperate to fight Tank at 135. Now he finna duck Loma. Okay. All right. What you say, Drew? Dury, what you say? You say Tank and Ryan are the money guys at under 147. You know what? I think from what I'm hearing, hey, check this out, fam. Hold on. From what I'm hearing, Tank and Ryan Garcia, I'm hearing that Tank has left Top Rank. I mean, left on Mayweather Promotions, and he has a direct deal with Showtime. If that's the case, then Tank Davis is taking his career into his own hands, and now he's in the process of trying to fight Ryan Garcia. So I've been hearing on Twitter, Stephen Espinosa been saying some things, but I take that with a grain of salt. I take that with a grain of salt, what Stephen Espinosa been saying. You know what I mean? He said Josh Saylor, Riga's program. Yep. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I totally disagree with you on that, bro. We're just gonna agree to disagree on that. Ain't nothing you gonna say to get me to agree with that. That's your opinion. I respect your opinion, but I disagree with your opinion. Let's see. What we got over here? Let me go over here to Twitter. Let me go over here to Twitter. Is this on? Hold on. What is this? Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to pull up Twitter. Let me pull up Twitter, see what's going on Twitter. Hey, phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Let's get the lights up. Let me see what we got going on right here. This dude right here. I wonder, do they have those? Do we have those pay-per-view numbers out now? Guess he does it. He's talking about Wilder. I'm gonna let you guys see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Dan Raphael, one of the employees of sources say one of the employees of he said December 3rd, where the trilogy fight at. So Fury's gonna fight Estrada. Fury's gonna fight Chisora. Wow, can't even believe that shit. Saturday night fights, Haney. Oh, they showing Dan Raphael showing that. Do we have those does he have this weekend's pay-per-view numbers up? Pretty sure he's not going to come with any. Pretty sure of that. I don't see any as of yet. He's talking about Fury Chisora. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna come. He ain't gonna come with those numbers. Let's see. Let's go to Mike Coppinger. Let me go to some other places as well. I mean, of course I got a phone call. I can just make a phone call and find out. I'll be trying to get these reporters the benefit of the doubt. I can make a phone call though. Today what? Wednesday, right? Today Wednesday or Tuesday? Let me see. Today is Wednesday. He had those he had the last pay-per-view numbers out with Triple G. Them numbers came out in 2 days. He found out those numbers and posted them real quick. All right. The sources say, guys. All of the sources say, guys. Mike Coppinger and Dan Raphael. The sources say, guys. Their sources all of a sudden haven't told them anything about these pay-per-view numbers. Okay. The sources. So we don't have nothing from the sources say, guys. Right? Just letting you know. Let me see what we got on this poll so far. He said, what is the name? Say a pay-per-view was down, Rick. I think his name. What's his name? Say a pay-per-view was down. Yeah, you talking about Rick Glazer. Yeah. I know what Rick is saying. Rick is going to give us the actual numbers, but I want to find out the guys who known for always putting out sources say on everybody else. I want to hear if they're going to keep that same energy with this past weekend fights. That's what I want to know. The sources sayers. You hit the nail right on the head. The sources sayers, old dirty boxing. Yeah. Hey, G Daddy, what you say? You say I hope we get that fight with Tank. Hey, you know what, G Daddy? Check this out. Fam. Hold on. I got something for you, boy. Hold on. I got something for you. I think I have it right here. Hold on. I think I have it right here for you. As a matter of fact, I'm tripping. All I had to do is go here. Let's go to. Let me go here. I think I have it right here. Devin Haney, not Devin Haney. Tank Davis and Ryan Lopez. Talking about Lopez. Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. I actually have an article on that, fam, where they are. Stephen Espinosa. Now, again, Stephen Espinosa is a big liar. You can't believe nothing Stephen Espinosa says. Every time Stephen Espinosa opens his mouth, he's lying. So I don't believe nothing he says, but you got to take it with a grain of salt. I hope they get rid of his ass because we need some. He's a huge liar, and he's a Capricorn too. Damn, he make us Capricorns look bad. And he make us Capricorn look bad. He's a bitch. Let's see. What is he saying? What is he saying? Let me see, can I find this? What is he saying? Them Russell boys. I got an article on it, fam. It says that Tank is signed. Well, he's working exclusively with Showtime. I got an article on it, fam. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Rick Ricardo, San Antonio. What's up, Coach?
I'm Rick Ricardo. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. So, no, I don't believe Haney will duck Lomachenko. One of the things to consider is a man's health. So, if he's not able to physically make the weight, he's going to be gone. It's not worth sacrificing your body when you can just go up and continue and fight up there. I don't think it would be a duck if it's for health purposes. No way. And I think he will fight Lomachenko if he's able to comfortably make the weight. As it stands right now, to me, it's a 50-50 fight. I want to see how Lomachenko is against Jermaine Ortiz in this upcoming fight next weekend. So that we still have to look at some things and then take it from there in terms of assessing what's going to take place, because I know Bob wants that fight, and I know a lot of his fans want that fight as well. So no, I don't consider it no more ducking than when Lomachenko had a bow out and go to Ukraine. I don't know that man's life, his family situation. He's got things going on there. So whether he was on the front lines or not, don't mean shit. People have stuff to take care of. They got to take care of their health, and they got to take care of their family. So I think the probability of them fighting is likely, considering they're under the same umbrella. People want to fight. They're under the same promotional banner, network, all that stuff. So I think it's probable it takes place, but if it doesn't, it's going to be because Hayden can't make the weight. And that's my thought on that.
All right, shout out to Ricky Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's probable. I think it's probable that Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight next. I think it is a probability. They're on the same side of the street. This brother right here said some real stuff though. This brother right here said that why don't they make it at a catch weight? That'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. Can you know what? I don't know. Can you fight for it? No, you know what? Nah, you can't. I don't think you can have a title fight. You can't have an undisputed match or a title fight at a catch weight. I don't think you can. Well, you know what? I take that back. The sanctioned bodies do whatever the hell they want to do. True. The sanctioned bodies do whatever the hell they want to do. I don't see some crazy stuff, bro. If a sanctioned body can create a belt out of thin air and change their rules as each goddamn week, every week go by, they're changing the rule about this belt. They can do any goddamn thing. So I don't have any faith. I don't have any faith in the sanctioning bodies at all, especially Mauricio Suleiman. All of them are the same, to be honest with you, to be fair. All of the sanctioning bodies are the same. They're all controlled by the promoters and the promotional companies. You know what I mean? All of them are the same, but it just Mauricio, man, bro. It just, well, I tell you, bro. I tell you. Shout out to Vigilante. He said, I'm pretty sure belts have to been defended at catch weights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has too. That's why I said what I said. I said these guys probably can do whatever they want to do. Now that I think about it, this is boxing. One of the most corrupt sports on the planet. This is boxing. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Volvo Ranch, Cleveland, Ohio.
Volvo Ranch. You breaking up, man. But see what we got.
Can you hear me now, Coach?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on the party thing. Man, Paulie been having a bug in his ass about black fighters for a long time. To say Devin Haney will duck Lomachenko, that's ridiculous. Haney just went halfway around the world twice and fought in this guy's backyard. He took short money and everything. I mean, like, come on, to say like that's the easiest guy in the world to make a fight with. You don't get no easier than that. He give you everything you want. He comes to your house, sign up for a rematch in your hometown. I mean, in your home country, in case you lose. He ain't ducking no smoke.
Shit, so far.
Coach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. So far, I'm looking at the poll, right? No one is really participating in it. We have 435 people in the chat, and we only have 190 people participated in the poll. So far, 35% says that yes, Devin Haney will be considered a duck if he was to move up to 140. 65% says no, he won't be considered as a duck. So only 195 people have participated. So out of all these people that's watching this show, they don't even want to participate in the poll. Most of them, not even half of them. You get what I'm saying? So.
Oh, I didn't know. I watch you on my TV. I got you on. I got you on 65. I got you on the big screen. You know this. You know this coach. You know he's very important. Everybody got to shut up when you come.
So it is what it is. But yeah, Bobo, it is. Man, what the hell? Water keep leaking right here. I'm like, what the hell is that? I was sitting there, I got water dripping on my leg. I'm like, what the fuck the water dripping on my leg for? And then I realized, okay, yeah, I'm over here tripping, man. I'm tripping. Yeah, man. Bobo Rand, thank you for calling in, man. Thank you so much for your opinion.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Anybody? Phone lines open, man. Listen, we opened up the phone lines 10 minutes into the show, 10 to 15 minutes into the show. We opened up the phone lines early. I want everyone to call in. So far, we have had, how many calls we have had so far, guys? We have had 1, 2, 3. We've had 19, we had 20 calls so far, 20 phone calls so far. Only 20 people called in. 20 called in so far. So, on this, check this out. I'm not going to end the poll yet. I'm going to end it in like 5 minutes. I'm going to give everybody time. I'm going to give everybody else time to participate in the poll, right? I want to give everybody time. Let me blow this back up one more again, right? Over here in the community tab, we have 385 people participated in this poll. What was the question? Will Devin Haney be considered a duck if he moves up to 140 and doesn't fight Lomachenko? 43% of the people, of the 385 people who participated in this poll says yes, he will be considered a duck. 57% of the people who participated in this poll said no, he won't be considered a duck. That's over there, right? In the poll that we just did on the show, that how many people we have participated in it so far? Now we have 239 people participated so far. That's what we have so far. So I'm gonna see what's up. I'm gonna let the people decide. Let the people decide. Texas Bulldogs said undisputed champion regardless of anyone else's feelings. Hey, that is true, fam. True. Those are the facts. You can call him Pillow Fist. He can't punch. He's chinny. Guess what? Pillow Fist, can't punch, chinny, is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. And those are the facts. Those are the facts. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this is Jay from the Bay again, man. This is Jay from the Bay again. How you doing, man?
Man, Jay from the Bay. Talk to me, fam.
So I just got two things. Earlier, you had a guy that called from Oakland, and he was, mentioning that he's tired of hearing about race and boxing. And people got to understand that there is no boxing without race, no race without boxing. The things go hand in hand. Things one thing too.
That's true.
Just get over it. It just seems like whenever black melanated fighters bring up race, it becomes a shut up and box type situation. But it's okay for all other races to just spew whatever they want about, dark melanated people as much as possible. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, why is it that boxing is the only sport that does not like when defense wins championships? Explain that to me, because I'm.
Hold on, you say to my defense when defense wins championships?
Yes, boxing is the only sport to me that I feel as though do not respect that when defense wins championships. Because to me, Mayweather is not probably one of the greatest defensive fighters ever.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he's in the rank number one according to CompuBox.
Okay, so from the eye test of looking at Devin, if I'm gonna say any fighter is as close to Mayweather as that's now, I would put Devin up there, if not close to possible. So why? And they hated Mayweather when he was like one of the top. You
probably mean Money May, more so Money May than Pretty Boy Floyd.
Money May. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, Money May. Yeah. No, I got you. I got what you were saying. Yeah, Money Mayweather, more like it. Yeah. His style is very similar to that.
My thing is, why is it boxing don't respect when the defensive fighters win championships? Is it? And I think I got the answer, but I like to hear from you because you more in tune with boxing than I am.
And it just seemed like when we got these type of boxers, they hate on them, and they try to belittle them as much as possible.
Yeah,
take a step back so I can hear whatever you say.
Okay, I got you, man. Hey, shout out to Jay from the town, man. Old Town in the building, man. The Bay. Jay from the Bay, man. Jay from the Bay. That to me, that's a very simple answer. What I notice in boxing online, especially online is everybody likes who they like. Again, is there racism in boxing? Yes. Do everybody play racial politics in boxing? Yes. To say that no one does, that's not true, right? Everyone is going to cling on to whatever their group is. This is why, and I don't say this 1,000 times. I don't say this 1,000 times. Let me show you. Let me show you how smart. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but how smart me and some of the subscribers that's over here are, right? Because it was the subscribers. We did a fight party. As a matter of fact, I think it was what fight party that was? I think, was it a Devin Haney fight party? It could have been a Devin Haney fight party. When Devin Haney fought JoJo Diaz. See, this is why we came with the commandments. We came with something called the 16 commandments of the boxing gods. This is why I came with these commandments. I came with something called a boxing criteria. See, I know what's going on with your racial politics. I know you very well because I study you. I'm a marketer. I study you very well. I study chats. I study blog sites. I study all of these different things. So I know what you're saying in these chats. My analytics tell me which videos you watch, which channels you rock with, I know. So this is why over here, Coach Malachi Williams, I have a boxing criteria. You have a race criteria. I have a boxing criteria. What is my boxing criteria? What is the level of competition your fighter has been fighting? How many top 10 fighters have your fighter fought? Did your fighter clean out the weight division if he stayed there for a long time? How many did he dominate the weight division? If you dominated, that means you cleaned it out. Did you dominate when you was there? How many career-defining fights have your fighters had, right? And then that's my boxing criteria. And then we have something called the 16 commandments of the boxing gods. Commandment number 1, thou shalt not fanboys for any fighter. There's a whole lot of you break this right here. Thou shalt not fanboys for any fighter. There's a whole lot of you break this commandment right here. See, when you have a boxing criteria and you have commandments that you go by, meaning your boxing criteria, then it eliminates all of the other hang-ups. We the only channel that have that. True, true, true. I don't give a fuck about what your hang-ups is. I know who you are. I know you're there. Trust me, I do. I really do. I get it. But over here, we do things a little differently. Let's go back over here. Number 2, thou shalt not deride for a promotional company or a promoter. This is a violation of commandment number 2. Violation of commandment number 3 would be thou shalt not be a manager or promoter of any fighter. Commandment number 4, thou shalt not pocket watch a fighter's money. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not talk boxing without facts. Whole lot of y'all do that shit in here. Keena, you break a lot of commandments, Keena. Yourself. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but it is true. Commandment number 6, thou shalt not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. Commandment number 7, thou shalt not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is doing what? Cherry picking. Commandment number 8, thou shalt not condone an elite fighter for ducking another elite fighter. An example of a duck would be, this guy's your mandatory. You mandated to fight this guy. and you just say, man, for whatever the reason I want to fight him. I know a man needs to fight him, but I want to fight him, you know, for whatever the reason may be. That'd be a good example. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jaime from New York.
Jaime from New York. Talk to me, fam.
How you doing, Coach?
What's going on, bro?
All right. I'm gonna make it short, Coach. Listen, if these two guys get it on, man, cool. It's fine. Because you know, in the past, been many fights that didn't get done. For example, I wanted to see Hager versus Benitez. I wanted to see Whitaker versus Camacho. Especially Mike McCullen versus Hearn. Done, so what? You know what I'm saying? Every fight doesn't get made.
Sugar Ray
boxing's still here. Yeah, man. That's another big one. Legendary fight. On paper, they look awesome. They didn't get made for whatever reason. So, no, if these guys fight, fine. If they don't, cool. That's my call, Coach, man.
Shout out.
Yo, I love your show. I love what you do. Man, you're the man, Coach. Keep doing your thing.
Shout out to Jaime, man.
Take it.
Yes, sir. Brother from New York. Shout out to Jaime, man. Commandment number 9. Thou shalt not speak of the back end money. Commandment number 10. Thou shalt not tweet shit on Twitter for your favorite fighter. Commandment number 11. Thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. Commandment number 12. Thou shalt not speak of the undisputed if your favorite fighter has the French fries belt, aka better known as the franchise belt. I hope that's clear. Commandment number 13, thou shalt only have permission to be a fanboy of an old school fighter, meaning someone that's retired. This is the only exception to the rules. Examples are Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, the great Salvador Sanchez, Julio Cesar Chavez, Carlos Monzon, right? Aaron the Hulk Pryor, etc., etc., etc. James Lightside Tony, etc., etc. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, right? Commandment number 14. Thou shalt not race bait to push a personal narrative. That goes on all over YouTube. The white boxing fans, race bait. The Hispanic boxing fans, race bait. The black boxing fans, race bait. And all of them do it. It's not one particular group. All of you do it. These are the facts. True. Commandment number 16. Thou shalt not violate any of the commandments under no circumstances. Commandment number 15. Thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality and play the race card when you don't get your way. That's commandment number 15. Commandment number 16. Thou shalt not violate any of the commandments under no circumstances. These are the commandments that all of our subscribers must follow in order to be a supporter and a subscriber of this channel. True. Whole lot of motherfuckers don't even know why you subscribe over here, to be honest with you. But I get it. I get it. I study you. I do. I study you. I really do. Shout out to Arlette. Salute to Arlette in the building. Arlette is in the building. Shout out to I Am Dwayne. He said the commandment 12.5. Thou shalt not operate bitch ass like behavior over fight. Let me pull that up. Hey, what did do? Hey, wait. I need to pull that up on the screen. No, he said I thought that was the commandments for the PBC. No, it ain't. That's not a PBC commandment. The commandments are not for the PBC. The commandment is for boxing fans. The commandments are not a PBC commandment. The commandments are for boxing fans. They're for white boxing fans. They're for Hispanic boxing fans. They're for black boxing fans. They're for Asian boxing fans. The commandments are for the boxing fans. It's a bipartisan. The commandments is bipartisan. Because people are people at the end of the day. Fans are fans at the end of the day. I study you. I swear to God, I study you. I do this shit. I study you. Shout out to Texas Bulldog. He said, "Me and Coach don't always agree." He said, "But the man know boxing and helping to promote it." I called it. Listen, Texas Bulldog, salute you, fam. It is what it is. It is what it is. And see, I try to get everybody on the boxing criteria. Because at the end of the day, when you get in that ring and Godzilla is fighting Megatron, Autobots versus a Decepticon. We have Autobots and we have Decepticons in boxing. I want to see who's going to win. That's why I don't believe in protecting no fighter. My favorite fighter, I have a couple of favorite fighters. Chocolatito is one. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. I ain't ready to no witness protection program for Terrence Crawford. Oh, you can't get Errol Spence in the ring? Guess what? You need to be fighting Virgil Ortiz. True. Oh, Errol Spence, you can't get Crawford in the ring because of your promotional company that you with ain't trying to make that fight. Guess what? You need to be fighting Boots Ennis or Stanley Onis. True. Yeah, we don't believe in protecting no fighters. If these fighters are who we say they are, guess what? They better be fighting some killers. And you know what I always say? If you tell me your fighter's Megatron, he better be fighting Optimus Prime. If you tell me your fighter's Bumblebee, he better be fighting Soundwave or Starscream. If you tell me your fighter is the Constructicons, they better be fighting the Dinobots. If you tell me your fighter is the Powerpuff Girls, they better be fighting Mojo Jojo. If you tell me your fighter is He-Man, he better be fighting Skeletor. If you tell me your fighter is Lion-O, he better be fighting Mum-Ra. Some of you guys tell me your fighter is Godzilla, but because he beat Papa Smurf, y'all try to make it seem like but you see what my fighter did? He beat Papa Smurf. Dude, you do know that Papa Smurf can't fight? You do know that Papa Smurf eats Smurf berries, right? Yeah, but look what he did to him. True. Yeah. It is what it is. He said, Mike Jones, what you say, Mike Jones? He say only how a fighter with 2 losses can be rated higher than the undisputed one he say, then the undisputed one is only if you want him to be. ESPN. Well, listen, Mike Jones, you can't take nothing ESPN's. See, I don't take, listen, these are people who I don't take serious. I don't take ESPN serious. I don't take Paulie Malignaggi serious. I don't take Dan Raphael serious. Some of these guys who've been around a while and stuff like that, y'all just some old dogs that's been around the block a couple of times. I don't take none of these guys serious because Teddy Atlas, they don't have any objectivity in their body. They let it be known that they're biased, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem with them not being impartial. You know the problem I have, though? The problem I have is this. Why are you fighters like a Devin Haney? And this is the criticism that I have of Devin Haney. Why are you so mad that Ring don't want to put me in their pound for pound or ESPN don't want to put me in their pound for pound? Those people have a right not to put you in their list if they don't want to. If ESPN or Ring don't want to put Devin Haney in the pound for pound, they have a right to do that. Do you know why I'm upset with Devin Haney with that? Why are you trying to seek validation from ESPN? Why are you trying to seek white validation from ESPN? Man, Mike Carpenter don't put me in there pound for pound. What? The Ring don't want to put me on their pound for pound. Why the hell? Why do you fighters? Terrence Crawford, the same thing. Why do you fighters who feel like there's a racial double standard against you? Why do you fight so hard to get validation from the very same people that you feel that has a racial double standard against you? Make it make sense. True. Somebody please make it make sense. You will never see me. You will never see me trying to get validation from a group of people that don't like me. If you truly feel Terrence Crawford or Devin Haney or Devin Haney fans, if you truly feel, man, you know, man, the people over there, ESPN, they rate it, man. You see how they do the brothers. If you feel that way, why the hell you get mad every time they don't put you on their list? You want to know you want to know why you get mad? Because deep down inside, you're looking for validation from the very same people who you feel that don't like you because of skin color politics. True, true, true. Make it make sense. The white man don't want to put me on the pound for pound list. Why you worried about what the fuck they doing? You don't need no validation from them. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, man? Jarvis from Brooklyn, man.
Jarvis from Brooklyn. Talk to me, fam.
I just want to address that.
Go ahead.
I just want to address what you said, you know, about these guys. They kind of like kowtow to the networks and you're saying, you know, that they got a racist. But in my opinion, it needs to be done because a lot of these stations like ESPN, that's who reaches to the casuals. And like, you know, you need the casuals to make that big pay-per-view money, man. What you think of that, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I get all of that. If you need casuals to make the money, that's fine. But the thing that I'm talking about is, you know, these guys try to get validation. These guys are trying to get validation from hold on. Yeah, hold on. Stop. Sorry about that, man. My damn dog trying to hold on, fam.
Sure.
Nah, man. Nah, this a damn a Maltese and having these mix. That's all. She trying to. I got a little fence. She trying to get inside the fence so she can play with her ball. So she's at the door looking at me and then looking at the fence and looking at me like what's up? You gonna come help? You gonna
like what up, man?
Yes, sir.
I got a shih tzu, man. I got a little shih tzu, man. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking 6'4", 240, man. I got a little shih tzu, man.
Yeah, you're a big dude, boy. You're a big dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we gonna pull up. Hey, but go ahead, talk to me.
Now, I was just gonna say, you know, a lot of this stuff, it got the casuals in mind, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? See, like every time I listen to you, like sometimes you gotta put a line between people that's real hardcore and the casuals because we got such a different way of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all hardcore fans, we want to see that Haney, Loma. We want to see all the motherfuckers at 135, 140 fight. But you know, they can't get the money they want, Coach. So I'm gonna let you go because I know you're taking a lot of calls. Loving the show. Yo, man, do the right thing by that dog, man. That dog loves you, man.
Hey,
peace and love, Coach.
Hey, shout out to y'all, man, from Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn in the house, man. BK, man. Hey, Shan. Hey, Lady Shan in the building. Lady Shan, what's going on, sis? Hey, salute. Hey, salute. But you get what I'm saying, though. Shout out to Walt, South Florida. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, damn, Coach, I was thinking the same thing last week. Some fighters need to stop complaining sometimes.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Salute to you, fam. Shout out my brother from Dade County, 305 and his BIH. Shout out to Marcus. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, family? Say news flash. We are the media now. Forget the pound for pound in the ring. This is the fact.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
The new sheriff in town. We run the block. We run the block now. The content creators run the block. The old guard has been compromised, and they've been compromised. And I would tell any fighter, especially if you're a black fighter, if you truly feel in your heart that the man won't give you a fair shake, And man, they don't want to put me on the pound for pound list. Nigga, you a multi-millionaire, Devin Haney. Terrence Crawford, you a multi-millionaire. Why the hell are you worried about white validation from a corporation called ESPN? While at the same time believing that they have a racial double standard against you. You care so much about what they think about you that it bothers you. Even though you got all this money, you undisputed, but you at bed, you laying in bed at night. Man, that fucked up, man. They don't want to put me on the pound for pound, dog. The Ring magazine don't want to put me on the pound for pound. Man, I got all my fans on the internet. We know. I got my YouTube channels who rap for me. They talking about it, this and that, this and that. You look like a damn fool, nigga. You look like a fool. You and Crawford, and any other fighter who complain about where they at on somebody pound for pound list. I know if it was me, the way I was trained and the way I was raised, I ain't looking for no validation from nobody else. Guess what? I validate my goddamn self. My work, the things that I do in the ring, my work speaks for itself. There were many that came before you that went through worse things than you went through. Sugar Ray Robinson, Archie Moore, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, just to name a few. Muhammad Ali. We ain't got to talk about what Ali went through. 2022, you supposed to be Zulu Warriors, and you around here trying to seek validation. Let me see what this is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, coach, it's me, Sawar from London. How you doing, man?
Sawar from London. Talk to me.
Listen, coach, I love your show. I'm a member on it, but you know what I mean? By this bitch lady Chan disrespecting and keep timing me out. It's unacceptable, bro.
Wait. Listen.
She keeps timing me out, coach. It's unacceptable.
Who keep
I'm
timing?
a member.
Who keep timing you out?
I want to send a super chat.
Who keep timing you out?
Lady Chan, bringing her personal problems. Yeah, Lady Chan keeps bringing her personal problems into her, just like she owns the channel.
Okay.
This is what I mean. But anyways, coach, I didn't want to, but it's just unacceptable. I'm a member. I pay monthly. You know what I mean? I respect you. I love your show, bro. I want to interact, but Lady Chan or whoever, some clown, all this first disrespecting my mom, my wife, and you know what I mean? It's unacceptable. It's not her channel. So I'm not on her channel. I'm on your channel. So as a member, they should show me some respect. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I didn't know what y'all was going through. You and Lady Shan, I didn't know y'all had issues. I thought y'all was all right. So I don't know what's going on. But you know, whatever y'all got going on, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. But Swab, anything you want to talk about as related to the subject?
I know that, but yes, I wanted to in the comments, but I can keep getting timed out, coach.
All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead. Talk to me. I got you.
Anyways, first of all, sorry to bring this up. Anyways, Devin Haney doesn't fight.
That caught me off guard.
Sorry about that, coach.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I didn't want to bring those mine and her whatever problems that she had onto the channel.
Yeah. Listen.
Random. She ends up blocking me.
All right, cool. Listen, don't worry about that. We passed that. Let's talk about boxing, and because I need to move on with some other calls. Because I got other calls coming in.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna keep it plain and simple. If Devin Haney doesn't fight Lomachenko, and he moves up to 140, it's not a duck. He can't make the weight. He's gonna move up, or is he gonna turn out like Shakur and lose the belts on the way? So it's better him move up instead. And I think he'd be much better at 140 anyway. That's all I got to say.
All right, shout out to Swab.
Thank you, coach.
Salute to Swab. Yeah, I ain't even know. As a matter of fact, this Sean calling me now. Yeah, listen, I didn't even know y'all had beef going on. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Now I know what this is. This Shan. I see it now. Shan, talk to me.
Let me just clarify it. Let me just clarify this stupid little bitch boy. He's got a problem with me on my, so he got chucked off of my channel. Now, I'm watching the channel. I'm talking to everybody else in the chat. he addresses me. He comes in, goes, "There's that bitch, Lady Shan." So isn't that against guidelines? I've not addressed him on here because what's happened on my channel is nothing to do with your channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the talking to Cool Boy Curry buffing jokes. He's come in and said, "Look at that bitch," and thank you, one man, for acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I hid him, and then I forgot he's a member, so he got unhidden. So now that I can't hide him because he has breached, now I will be timing him out for the rest of the show because you could go back and you'll see it. So that little bitch faggot, you can phone in all day you want, Jafar. It's not gonna fare well. You can't come on the show and call me a bitch. "Oh, I wanted to give you super chat." Fuck off, go find Aladdin and fly away.
What happened? What happened with you and Swab? I didn't know you and him was going through any issues.
He got disrespectful yet again. As he's just annoying on everyone's show. So he got a bit disrespectful. He got put in check on my show, and he kept being disrupted throughout the show. We kept trying to move on, and everybody in the chat was going, "Oh, please get him off," which they do every week. Which they do every week because he's very disruptive, talks over everybody. But I gave him a pass, and I told him. Then we were talking about something cultural and he said, "Oh, don't come with all this woke business." No. I said, "Swab." He had to get checked by Hacklo.
Okay.
He was asking his Hacklo, everything. It's just disgraceful. So he got blocked. And he was on Twitter calling me all sorts of names as well. So I cussed him back and I blocked him. I have not spoken to him. He's tried to come back on my platform 2 more times since then, and you're still blocked. So now he's come on here. I've not acknowledged him, and he's addressed me as a bitch. So
I didn't know that. I didn't know that because I got over 400 people in the chat, and you know how the chat is just going. So trying to talk.
I know, Mal.
I didn't see it.
I know, Mal.
But I'm gonna go back and look at the replay. I see it.
Yeah, and if I would have poked at him, then it would have been a fair rebuttal for him to address me like that. Mal, I didn't even know he was in the chat. I was just speaking to Cool Boy Curry and everything. We was having a joke with Ryan Lopez. That was the joke that we were laughing at. He addresses me, "Oh, here's that bitch." So he's a kid. He's only 25 years old. He's a child. He needs to go and play in his child's playpen. That's where he needs to go and do. Yeah. Go to our big boy Jafar, fuck off and fly away on your magic carpet.
All right. Shout out to Lady Shan. Shout out to Swab. Again, I don't know what went on, but Shan told me what happened on her channel, and then Swab told me, I don't know exactly what went on. But anyway, back to boxing. As a matter of fact, did I end the poll yet, guys? Did I end the poll? I don't think I ended this poll. Hold on. So the show, we finna wrap the show up. The show finna be over with in a few minutes. Did I end this poll? All right, the poll is ended. We have 352 votes. 352 votes that came in, right? Out of 352 votes, 35% of the people who participated in this poll said that Devin Haney will be considered a duck if he was to move up to 140. 65% of the people who participated in the poll said that no, Devin Haney won't be considered a duck. So out of 352 people who voted in this poll, the people have spoken. 65% said no, he won't be a duck. 35% said yes, he'll be a duck. So that's it. There you have it. You get what I'm saying? And we need 6 more likes, man. Give me 6 more likes. We need to get to 400, man. We got to get to 400. As a matter of fact, did I read? I read that super chat. I read that super chat. My thing is this, and I tell you guys this all the time. This is why I have a boxing criteria as it relates to these fighters. See, the boxing criteria takes race out. It takes fanboyism out. Whatever emotional attachment that you have to a particular fighter, for whatever the reason may be, it takes all of those things out. As a matter of fact, there was quite a few people that's in the chat right now that was on the live that we did last year when we came up with the commandments. I think Karma Serene was there, I think Karma Serene was there. I think, Nick Rich was there. Oh, it was a lot of people there. Thomas Jones, he was there. It was a lot of people that was there. So we came up with the commandments that day. No, I contributed with a lot of it, but we had help stuff like that. Bless 365 was there. You know, the ladies was there. A lot of the brothers was there. I think who else was there? My main man Charlo was there. Thomas Jones, Dr. Paul Evans. It was just a lot of people that was there. PBC Central, I think he was there. You know, we came up with these commandments, and this is what. And I always brag about this. I said, we the only channel that got commandments. You see what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers be in violation, dog. A lot of motherfuckers be in violation, dog. That's all I'm saying. Halim, I think he was there too. He said, first time I'm seeing the commandments. Boy, hush. Hold on. Damn, I'm sitting up there. The phone ringing. We got a call calling in. Hold on, we got a call calling in. Hold on. God damn. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Sorry, coach. It's me again, Swab.
All right, Swab, talk to me.
Swab again from London.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Listen, coach. She came on again talking shit, yeah? She came again talking shit again. I have always respected her. I haven't said anything rude to her. The only problem she had is because I checked her. I checked this dumb bitch, and she started to cuss my mum and thing. Only because I said at first, it was only about boxing talk, coach. All I said, I thought, before watching the fight, like when I watched the fight first, Savannah Marshall, I thought Savannah Marshall won because the show's lost. That's all I said. But in hindsight, when I watched the fight again, I was like, clearly because the show's won. Now, the same thing, I said to her, all right, Chen, you made the same mistake as well. You thought Mayor won.
All right, swap.
Let me just say it. I thought Mayor won. I got called a racist I got called a racist because of that. But when she thought the same thing, the only reason I checked this dumb bitch, this is why she has a problem. She has an ego. That's all it is. She got checked. She had a problem with that. That's all it is, coach. And I don't want to keep interrupting your show. I'm gonna
be honest with you, fam. I'm gonna let you go. Shout out to Swab. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and Lady Shan cool. I got a lot of love for Lady Shan. These are facts. But on this show, I don't want to talk about nobody else's personal issues. We got a lot of people in the chat. And when people come over here, dog, everybody in the chat have their own personal issues. Kuba Curry got personal issues. King KO got personal issues. The one Mr. Ham got personal issues. We having a boxing show, a boxing conversation, and motherfuckers calling in. You telling me what kind of problems you had on someone else's platform. What the fuck that got to do with my kids out there? What the hell I got to do with boxing? Like, what I got to do with boxing? What I got to do with a check left hook? Nothing. What I got to do with Devin Haney fighting Lomachenko? Nothing. What I got to do with Devin Haney ducking Lomachenko? Nothing. What did I have to do with if Lomachenko ducking Devin Haney? Nothing. I ain't Dr. Phil, dog. I'm not Dr. Phil. Last time I checked, I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not Oprah. I can't help you, dog. Let's keep the shit boxing. Damn. True. Let's give everybody a round of applause, man. Yeah, man. I ain't shit. God damn. Anyways. I am of the opinion that Devin Haney, from a health standpoint, he got to do what he have to do. I pray that, and I'm going to tell you guys this, I pray that we get this fight. Me personally, I don't want Devin Haney to move up. I want Devin Haney, if he can make 135, fight Lomachenko. I don't believe in putting fighters in the witness protection program. If Devin Haney is who his fans say he is, and if he can make that weight, he'll prove it when he fight Lomachenko. And if Lomachenko is who his fans say he is, he'll prove it when he fight Devin Haney. One thing I do know, if you don't like Devin Haney, even if he beats Lomachenko, you're still not going to give him credit. And if you don't like Lomachenko, even if he beats Devin Haney, you're still not going to give him credit. I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. You're still not going to give him credit. Because when you don't like somebody, there's nothing that they can do to make you like them. So I get it, I understand. So this is why I want to see the fight. Because I want to get rid of all of this. You know, Lomachenko got 2 losses. There's nothing to debate about that. Devin Haney doesn't have a loss yet. There's nothing to debate about that. Devin Haney didn't fight all of the top guys in the lightweight division. These are the facts. Lomachenko is looked upon with the mainstream media as being godlike in the sport. He looked upon as being something that no one has ever seen before in the history of boxing. With the mainstream media and the mainstream media pundits. Like the Timothy Bradleys and the Paulie Malignaggi, those guys. Ex-fighters and stuff like that. I don't see it that way. I have an old school criteria. The only way we're going to know who the best fighter is, what do I say over here? They all have to fight each other. If the fighters don't fight each other, all this other stuff don't mean nothing. Shout out to Strategy for dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said thou should not talk about personal issues on the show. That need to be on the commandments.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
But I do understand Lady Shan's position. She like, look, I got to come here and defend myself because he's saying this about me and that ain't what happened. So I get where she coming from. And then Swab felt some type of way. He like, man, I'm getting blocked. I ain't did nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. I get both ways. I don't know what's going on. I didn't see it though. I didn't see it. Honestly, I didn't see it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Archie from Vegas, man.
Flatline, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? It's good hearing from you, man.
Yes, sir.
But hey, man, check it out, man. It's not a duck with my man Devin. If he moves up in weight, if he can't make the weight, he can't make the weight. Look, man, the dude is still what, 23?
Yeah,
the brother's still growing.
23 years old, yeah.
Yeah, he's still growing, man. You know what I'm saying? The older he gets, the harder it is gonna be for him to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? And Momo ain't the type of dude that you want to fuck with, bro. With his high punch output, if Devin's not 100% and he's weight drained, he will get stopped. I guarantee he will get stopped. He will get beat the fuck up really bad. And it won't be fair. It won't be fair. You know what I'm saying? Because Lomo is that dude. He is that dude. I'm a fan of Lomo, so I understand. You know what I'm saying? I love his skill set. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, I got you.
But I'm just saying I'm just telling you, like, Devin doesn't have the power to keep Lomo off him. You know what I'm saying? Lomo will jump on him like a cheap suit. You know, Lomo had a bad game plan against Teofimo because he was worried about that power. You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough fight for Devin. If he's not 100%, fall back. You know what I mean? Go up. You know what I'm saying? And do what you do and be comfortable. That's all I'm saying. But that's my call, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking my call, man.
All right, shout out to Archie for Vegas, man. Salute to you,
hey, I've been watching you every day too, still, man. You know what I'm saying? You just because you ain't hearing from me, don't mean I ain't watching you. You my man, all right?
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, man.
Salute.
All right, peace.
Salute to Archie for Vegas, man. Archie for Vegas. Let's go ahead and do it like this here, man. I want to give everybody a shout out. We got 1 million people. I don't want to, we got 1 million people in here, man. Shout out to all of the members, man. As a matter of fact, please sign up for the membership, man. Right now we have almost 100 members. Let's give a shout out to everybody that's a member, and we're gonna do it like this here. You know how we do it, man. Shout out to Bonjoko. Shout out to Oscar Radio. Shout out to J-Dog. Shout out to the Undisputed Talk. Shout out to Big Hawk from Maryland. Shout out to Frank the Tank with the Big Bank. Shout out to Arum Mokechi. Shout out to Lady Shan, done them season. They're done. Shout out to Dantes, that's my partner right here from Tampa Bay. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Shout out to Walk from South Florida. Shout out to Martin King Boxing. Shout out to Tri-State Bully. Shout out to Ricky Tiki Tabby. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo. Shout out to Jester Fan. Shout out to World Comeback Sports. Shout out to Corley Chapman. Shout out to Jack Harris. Shout out to Mailman Mac. Shout out to Swab Boxing. Shout out to Karma Serene in the building. Shout out to Ralph Reacts. Shout out to Big Blunts in Boxing. Shout out to F Society. Shout out to Yarmus from Brooklyn. Shout out to Food Revolution from Cali. Yay, yay. Shout out to Al Booger. Shout out to Jack Glastra. Shout out to Edwin Castillo, Eric Gutierrez, Matty Yoel, Jose Luna. Shout out to Jamario Dixon. Shout out to Juan Carlo Gonzalez. Shout out to Drummond Full Live. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to Con Shonery. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Massachusetts Fishing. Shout out to Troy Graham from B-More. Flex BX. Al Money. Always getting money. Shout out to Real Talk. Shout out to Bless 365. Shout out to Boss Dog. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Eric Grimey. Shout out to Swift 718. Shout out to S. Kamani. Shout out to Sabrina Lee. Shout out to the one Mr. Ham. Shout out to Old Dirty Boxing. Shout out to BG from the Hot Boys. Shout out to Javon Soto. Shout out to BWG. Shout out to Damian Bennett from B-More. Shout out to Mark Nash. Shout out to That Way. Shout out to Don Bishop. Shout out to Bishop Don Magic Juan. Shout out to Bernard Burton. Ricky Ricardo. Will, shout out to Big Will. Shout out to Manny G. Shout out to Boxing Nerd 101. Shout out to Candy Slim. Shout out to Doug Rightside, Deborah Booker, Manny 209, Adrian Big 30, MFB, Bush the Can Man Cassidy. Shout out to AB Sounds, Kathy W, Miguel Chartico, Here to There, True Gritter 402. Shout out to Hell Hero Elite. That's my cousin, y'all. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Polo Bond, Philo 58, Ron Boy Fresh. What up, Slim? Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to Charlo. Shout out to Ahmed. Shout out to Fitzy on the Pikes. Shout out to Misfit. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to Philly Fly. Ace Need, Dr. Paul Evans. Shout out to Arlette, my sister Lisa Bales, Smith & West, Detroit versus everybody, and Punch Perfect Boxing. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We're gonna make it do what it do. Let's give everybody. Damn, we got a lot of phone calls. Shout out to Jesse from Compton. Shout out to O from Cali. Shout out to Roach from Houston. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. Shout out to Sean from Virginia. Shout out to Q-Dog from Baltimore. Shout out to Sour Diesel from New Mexico. Shout out to Shay from East Oakland. Shout out to Freddie from Vegas. Shout out to Merrill Lynch from Ohio. Shout out to Chavo from Texas. Shout out to Martin from Oaktown. Shout out to Mo City from Houston. Shout out to Rob from New York. Shout out to Ivo Dave from Cali. Shout out to Louis from the DMV. Shout out to Rob Boy Press from DC. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo. What's happening, fam, from San Antonio? Bobo Rats from Ohio. Jay from Oaktown. Jaime Rivera from New York. Jarvis, my man Jarvis from Brooklyn. Swab Boxing from London. My sister Lady Shan, done them season. They're done. And shout out to Archie from Vegas. Flatline. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's on to that boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today, USA Boxing. You know what, man? We still ain't, we know, again, I am of the opinion, guys, I want to see the fights. I did have some personal issues that I had with, I don't know the guy personally, talking about Paulie Malignaggi. I had some things that I really wanted to talk about as it relate to him and his biases and his slanting and his hate. But I decided to refrain from you making that a part of the show. Because I did not want how I felt personally about Paulie to mess up the show. So I refrained from that. That's why I said in the beginning of the show, I let you guys know I don't like Paulie Malignaggi. But that's just how I feel personally. I did not want my personal feelings of a person who I never met before to taint the show. So I didn't say anything about it. I opened up the phone lines early and I let everybody call in so I can hear what everybody had to say about it. And I think that was the right decision. I think that was the right decision. I think that was the right decision. Shout out to Food. Oh yeah, shout out to my sister Food Revolution too, man. God damn, I I didn't see Food Revolution. Shout out to Food Revolution. Hey, okay. She said midnight conversations tonight. Hey, you know what? We should do midnight conversations. Let me go ahead and drop something. Let me go ahead and drop something because the last show was a good show. The last show was a good show, midnight conversations. So yeah, let me go ahead and drop something so we can talk about Food Revolution. Other than that, that's it. It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. You ought to know what time of TI is, man. Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Once again, it's on the boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. Nobody Today USA Boxing. Hey, we gonna do midnight conversations tonight, man. I might as well. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it tonight, man, and make it do what it do. And it is what it is, baby. You feel me? See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.